So also my laptop's plugged into Ethernet, but the Ethernet totally doesn't work in this room. So it's really just for show.
Seems like a design flaw.
So also my laptop's plugged into Ethernet, but the Ethernet. Okay, other people say things. So it's really just for show. Kevin say stuff. Kevin say some stuff.
No.
Hi!
No one say anything. Okay.
We're trying here.
We're trying here.
We're trying here.
Lindsay attempts a greeting and critically fails.
Wow. That's wow.
I can hear everyone just fine, so that's what
I don't
matters.
know what it means.
I was
That's
pretty
super
sure
weird.
because I ran around the bunch.
So now that everyone's here, who wants to order a pizza?
I'm a guest.
Sick. Alright, there you have it. Most important decision that I made.
Yep. So we are actually officially on stream now.
You're gonna have to roll
Sweet.
over pizza.
Not that anyone's listening, but
What's your level of cursing?
I have a mature content warning on my thing, so cursing's fine.
Excellent.
Now remember, kids.
Yeah, your office
if
is.
you're,
I
if
swear.
you're on Lindsay's screen and you correctly put in your age is like 1964. Come on. What are you doing here?
What's the early age you can put in?
Minimum 1985. I wouldn't even be allowed to watch this.
I'm 33 years old to be on the stream.
Like, that's how mature this shit is.
I honestly.
You don't even have to put in a birth date or anything. You just said okay.
Yeah, it just says, are you 18 or older? And you just say
It
yes.
just says warning. This is for mature
That's an interesting
content
consent.
or may
option.
contain mature content.
Yeah,
I play a couple violent video games as well, so
You
that's
know,
part of the
record
reason. And
a
the
ball,
other
it's
reason is
just like
the
Twitch
swear
against the defender.
I noticed when I was making
Twitch
it,
is
I was like, that was
you
true.
clicked okay.
I have to like make a conscious effort to stop swearing. Like I'm hanging out with my friend, my other friend Lindsay, and her daughter tomorrow, and I'm like, I need to not.
Oh yeah, it's work. It's work to not
It's
swear.
really hard.
So we got some pizza specials. We got True around the corner. Where we want pizza from?
Whichever one has pepperoni.
Whichever one.
That really narrows the list
Yeah.
here.
I don't feel fine with
I don't care.
We'll get pizza because it's easy.
You're gonna eat- Oh man, I have a Slack message. Why do I have a Slack message?
I guess
It's
we'll take a
Peter.
break somewhere in the middle of the game and just.
And then the question the existence of the four-sided die. It's just like,
It's gonna roll pretty well.
it's just like,
Well,
and like, what side is up? How do you tell what you got?
Notice how there's two on each side. It's pointy part.
Oh, I see.
Slack.
Interesting. So two things we learned today.
Wait, say it again.
wait, but how do you know which one you're going?
Wait, no, I still don't understand.
Cool.
Yeah, because
You
like
roll it.
there's different
Yeah.
sides.
Threes on all.
Oh.
Each corner has like the
Hey
same.
guys, okay, I learned too much for a night. It's crazy.
So let's call it a night, right?
Yeah, that's
Not very few
I don't want
people
to, critically.
We broke your friend.
That was impressive.
This is
Alright.
nice. That was it? Yep, there is. I just critically failed.
So, let's, I'm gonna list out some characters, and I'm gonna put them in the middle, and then,
Let's do this.
not that one, and then people do what they want.
Rogar.
So, our first character that we're gonna be introduced to, or I explained
Is this an
earlier,
auction? Do we have like little piles we raise it?
We can roll for first choice if you're so concerned.
Sure,
Yes.
D20.
alright, everyone take a T20 and roll for initiative.
It's a practice round.
There you go.
I got 5.
You rolled your low dice.
Yes, I
I
did.
got 6.
And then figure out what order you're in.
19.
That's close to 20.
2. Ha!
Wow, you're all rolling
I
real
don't
low.
want to be last.
That's just kinda good, alright.
What is it? I can't read it.
That's a flaw with your dice.
14.
4.
Okay.
Wait,
So
did I
pick-
tie with anyone? No. What did you
No.
get? 6. 6. I got 4. You got
5.
Hilarious.
Alright, good work, team.
Cool.
So,
Alright,
introducing your characters, you have George Laringer, human paladin, just graduated from paladin school. Annie Solidhide, also human paladin, graduated a year earlier from paladin school.
Oh, he sounds like an asshole.
Borkin Moonstalker, human
Yes.
sorcerer, who studied in Le Mans, a country way out in the east that specializes in magic.
Very edgy.
Damien Fistpunch, human fighter.
This is the edgy one. I'm sorry.
That's the end.
Damien
That's the end of the thing right there. There's no backstory. He emerged one day from a
Yes!
He's from Van Kalma, which is north and Wartorn. Bartholomew Garble, bard, human from Lesser Tormund, so he's in his hometown. And Lizzie Hardbrow, barbarian, aspiring mother, single.
Do you say Wheezy?
Okay.
No,
Do I pick first?
Lizzie, L-I-S-I.
Oh, okay.
All right, you get to pick first because you rolled the highest.
Moonstalker.
Born Moonstalker.
Yeah.
I heard. Was that the paladin that graduated the year before the other?
No, that was the sorcerer.
It was a sorcerer from Lebanon.
Let me.
No, it's not Lebanon.
Yeah, I think it's
That's it.
I swear I heard her say there was some magic from Lebanon.
I'm from Leman. Maybe it was that one. Lemon?
So I heard
Lemon
Lebanon, and I was like, wow. And then she was like, it's someplace foreign and in the Middle East. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I guess it's
Le
Lebanon.
Mans is the capital city of Vitaly, which is on the far east coast of the continent.
See, like,
I guess it's basically
I'm not crazy. Yeah, like
Far East,
I heard
no Middle East.
We're playing a fantasy.
Big technical about this right now.
All right, so
I'm just trying to say.
so we're on George
There's
now?
a
George.
method to the madness here.
Alright, I'm going with Bartholomew.
I'm not saying.
Bartholomew
Yeah,
is
So
now.
what's our friend?
Do.
Oh, you're ready too?
I wasn't
Oh.
Yeah, you get six.
Yeah, whatever.
Man, you're a little garbage.
It's gonna be between the paladin or the paladin, I feel.
No one wants to be the paladin. No
I
one.
don't want to be a paladin. What the hell are you just talking about? This is the best
Yeah, let's go. The option is the paladin or the better paladin. So.
Or you maybe choose fist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're somewhere in there was unwed mother, right?
Yeah.
Aspiring.
No,
Aspiring.
Yeah, that's Lizzie Hardbrow.
Okay, George Laringer. Cool.
George Laringer.
It's close to,
is-
you know what, it's close
I could
to
tell my friend
France,
was a sorcerer.
he's probably from England,
I
so.
can't remember what he is, but he ordered like one of those little like silver stone characters of his freaking character from all place. Yeah,
Miniatures. Yeah, you guys are all Betrayal and Household of the Hill characters, so.
that's fine.
Lisa Hardbrow. That's the inspired mother.
Alright.
Okay.
Lizzie Hardbrow.
There you go. I get to pick. Okay, so we got fist punch is still there.
Oh my god.
Let me just okay.
No one wants to be fish.
Someone has to be.
Does he have skills? Intelligence -1.
Hey, mine too. Excellent.
There's
There's not a lot of smart characters in this game.
Man,
I
wouldn't it
got
suck
50
if
feet of rope because I'm kinky like that.
Oh, what do I have?
He probably has excellent physical stats though.
Yeah, oh man, he's in
What?
peak athletic condition.
why does an aspiring mother want to have 4 javelins? Like that's just innate.
Because she's a warrior.
Because she picks up odd jobs using her brawn as leverage to get
Excellent.
money to buy her house.
Alright,
Obviously.
I think the
I mean,
name
if
is
force her
similar
out
for me
of
in
the
the
babies at once.
Agree?
So
my
many-
forearm.
Eating solid. Alright, so.
I
I
mean,
need a battle
Smart.
pack.
And Case, you are in solid high.
makes me think of being such
What's our
a
cost?
Can I sing?
Like,
Yes,
really
sure.
only one that or like something
I
like
think you might have to sing. I think that's required.
Did you get this name from One Punch Man?
Just no. That was the first thing that came to mind for players.
It happens.
We're from the same country and I left for 4
Punch.
years.
Gee, how do people fight?
Anyway, okay.
This whole thing was a train
I
wreck.
moved as a child.
We moved there.
All right.
We moved to Belfast.
Everyone, please choose the character that they would like to represent them from the pile of characters.
It's gonna be a fist bump.
They're all Betrayal and House on the Hill characters.
I
I also have a couple other characters, but I decided I'm going to use them as enemies because I don't know.
I'm gonna use my Black Widow.
I can't tell if this is the next little girl. I'm gonna go.
All right.
Do I need
So who else doesn't have a character yet?
This is mine.
Case, would you like to be the woman or the?
Yeah, I'll be this.
Okay, so can you pass me the green guy? I'll take him
I
up.
like my
And everyone,
blue
please
dress.
return to
Right
the
here.
government house.
HPs.
But remember which characters you, because I don't know who anyone is, and I'm not gonna remember.
Okay, you got 8. So, sorry, what? We're putting it
Back in the house.
Yeah.
Back in the house.
Yep,
Nice. Good work, everybody.
that's the game. Alright.
Fine, javelin.
Yeah, you can throw them.
You got a javelin too?
I have a friggin' crossbow
Crossbow.
and a dagger.
I got a 1.
I got a
Alright.
shield, a chain
And
man.
I have a crowbar?
Yeah.
Fucking Gordon Freeman in that house. Alright. I'm like fucking halfway too, baby. We doing it.
Alright.
Roll the dice.
He did it.
I did it.
A city sleeps as the early morning traders return to lesser Tormund after a day's trek. A few months ago, the year 1000 passed its mark. Great celebrations were held, and since then, the human-dominated country of Munin has continued to enjoy its wealth and prosperity from the fertile lands it holds. War lies countries away as its neighboring partners maintain peace and bountiful trade with Munin and the capital of Tormund. Tensions remain historically high with their eastern neighbor Quetzal, but war has not been seen between the two in centuries. The nearby plentiful lakes provide water and valuable land, but also attract some unsavory individuals, both human and other, interested in benefiting from the resources and wealth that Munin has to offer. Solemn news follows the traders that early morning. Their caravan attacked and looted. No small sum of silver and copper pieces stolen, and the horses taken or slain as they stood. This is no such first incident, but until now the attacks have been much smaller and less coordinated. Talk quickly covers the town, and it isn't long before the well-respected governor of Lesser Tormund, Harry Shackles, posts a bounty for investigating and handling the local bandit problem. Taking a rest in the inn this morning from Tormund is rookie paladin George Laringer, recently graduated from an intense 4 years of paladin school. Well known around the town and eager to prove himself on his first big quest, he sets off to the government house to collect more details on the attacks and prepare for his first big adventure.
This is so weird. I'm so, like, the cockles of my heart are so far.
The ice is slowly thawing.
Arriving at the government house, George quickly realizes that he's not the only one who took the summon to arms seriously. His eyes drift over the array of soldiers at Rarity and land quickly on his friend, a paladin graduate a year older than himself, Annie Solidhide. Greetings are brief as Harry begins to speak. It is unsurprising that these prosperous times have led us to be targeted. It is not just the safety of those on the roads, but the safety of the town itself. We are offering a large bounty of 100 gold pieces for the team capable of ending this tyranny. Volunteers? George immediately and enthusiastically steps up to the plate, with Annie a step behind. Amongst the crowd, a few individuals clearly not part of the local military step forward in time as well. A powerful woman with a great axe slung across her back. A chubby man with his lute at the ready. A slim man cracking his knuckles, rearing for a fight.
Hell yeah.
A small, almost elvish woman who is clearly not bathed in weeks. A wealthy-looking man in flowing robes who at first glance doesn't seem like a good fit for the project. And finally, out of the corner of his eyes, George catches a glimpse of a man who seems to be as much a shadow as he is a person. His attention snaps back forward. Brave volunteers! We have reason to believe that a base has been formed and that a leader has risen among these thieves to organize such a coordinated assault. It is our duty, as citizens of Lesser Tormund, to ensure the safety of those traveling the roads. Seek to put an end to these attacks and their leader. Speak with the merchants, for they may be able to provide details on the whereabouts of the base. Dismissed. You, dear players, are 6 of those 8 people I described who stood up to, to salute. You guys are taking the summon to arms. You meet each other.
Well, I know.
You speak. And for reasons unbeknownst, except that it would take too long to have you guys go through the dialogue, you decide to work together.
Right.
Again, let's work together.
So I'll describe the
Cool. We're good.
Nice. I will describe the town for you guys, and then you're free to go. In the shadows of the great human-dominated capital city of Munin lies the younger cousin, Lesser Tormund. Fashioned like the spokes of a wheel, the town center boasts a large public space with a single fountain, with spoke-like roads jutting out of the plaza in 5 directions. The entire town is well protected behind 15 feet of walls surrounding the entire city, with gates allowing passage in the north, east, and west. The town is split up into 5 main districts: craftsman, health, government, market, and housing districts. 1 district for each wheel on each spoke on the wheel. Between these main roads lies thin alleyways connecting some of the more hidden buildings. The city is quite large for the area, around 2,500 residents, and is a popular destination to stay when traveling between the city and the smaller surrounding towns. A significant amount of trade goes through the city from the east and south before making its way to Tormund proper. You guys start in the government house, where Harry Shackles just told you to fuck off and go do your job.
Oh.
Are there pamphlets in the government house?
There. Roll for perception.
10.
You do not find any pamphlets in the government house.
Damn it. Okay.
Ooh, that was good.
Do we have like a turn order? Or we just kind of go.
You can go whatever. You can do whatever.
You can do whatever. Turn order only matters when you're in combat. Besides that, it's like if you think of something that you want to do or somewhere you want to go, then
To the market
you do it.
guys, market merchants.
Yeah, we need to speak to the merchant.
Yeah,
Let's speak to the
All
merchant.
right.
looks like a thing.
So,
is there a reward on this quest that we're doing?
100 gold pieces.
Can
Oh, man, I'm broke.
Can I
That's
persuade
really
the guy that gave it to us to give us more money?
Yep.
Bullshit.
Roll for persuasion.
Alright.
This guy's making it. Hey.
18.
So you'll also see you have a skill called persuasion.
Okay.
So if you have any bonus to that, you can add it. And if you have any, and then you add your charisma bonus. So that will be the plus whatever that's underneath the big number.
Okay, I have a saving throws in charisma and a persuasion at the bottom.
No, you want this for charisma.
Oh.
And then you've also got 1 persuasion.
So
Yeah.
1 persuasion and 2 charisma?
Yep.
That's 21?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You try to persuade Harry for more money. He looks at your team and he ups the offer to 125 gold pieces.
Fuck.
Alright.
Now,
I mean, it doesn't matter. I ask how much that is in Canadian.
Roll for. Did you do?
currency conversion. That has to be it. I know it doesn't have to be it, but roll for currency conversion.
Honestly, roll for literacy. Go.
14.
He stares at you blankly.
Alright, let's go to the market.
To the market, everybody's involved in character.
Yeah, a good show.
To the market district, I guess. So we're now all up
Yeah.
and they're fell now.
Okay.
Do we need
Oh
supplies?
man, I can't spell persuasion. Shit. Okay. Now I figured out how to spell persuasion. We're good. Alright. So, you head your way to the market. You notice that the market is fairly big, probably enough to hold around 500 people. Brightly colored fabrics hang just outside the main entry. From the entrance, you can the fresh scent of baked goods wafts over the party, bringing a sense of coziness and calmness. Inside hosts a variety of stores, from expensive trade goods and spices to your average butcher. However, inside you do not immediately see any of the merchants who are involved in the attack.
Darn.
I look for any potential mothers, so I can be a mother.
Roll for perception.
That's great.
Actually, roll for investigation.
Where's the aside?
Roll for mom.
Natural 20. Yes, they are.
Finds his mother. Whoa, I like it.
You see a small elvish woman who you find out is not actually an elf. She's just a very small woman with a baby slung across her back. You also see another woman who, at second glance, turns out to be a man, but he's carting around about an 8-year-old with him, both human. Are you trying to do sleight of hand?
I would like to steal the baby.
Roll for sleight of hand.
13.
Started shit already.
13.
Which baby?
Just
The baby on the back?
The baby.
Baby in the back.
Cool. I mean, you know, he's an experienced D&D player. He must know what he's doing.
The mother doesn't notice you, but the guard in here behind you. He walks over to you and asks what you're doing. Roll.
Can I
Are you gonna
explain
tell him or are you
for
gonna roll for him?
Can I make up an excuse for him? I have like persuasion and charm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we intervene here?
You're all in the room. You
Okay,
all know this
I go
guy.
to the guard and I distract him by asking if he knows anything about the missing merchants.
Roll for deception.
6.
That wasn't.
He ignores you entirely.
Alright.
Can I convince him to leave this guy alone?
Right.
Or I make up a cover story for him to the guard. Is that a thing?
Persuasion, I guess?
I have charm person. Will that help me at all? I don't know.
You could try charm person.
Is it? I don't know
What does
if
that
I
do?
roll or just go for the. I'm gonna go for the story. I make him a cover story for this guy to the guard.
Okay, roll for bluff. Or deception. Roll for deception.
16? 15?
Do you have any deception?
15. It's a 15.
You successfully deceived the guard. He believes your bullshit backstory, but would like to hear the backstory. Please regale us on the backstory.
My backstory?
On the backstory of
Just
why
wanted
you're
to-
stealing.
Why you didn't
Oh.
steal the baby? Yeah.
He wasn't trying to steal the baby. He noticed the baby was coughing, possibly throwing up, and was on the back. The mother would not have noticed this in her hurry to do other stuff in this great time of peril and take care of her other babies.
We have a great time.
So he is a hero, not a vagrant, or whatever that term.
Not a baby stealer.
Yeah.
A child.
Certainly no baby stealer. Definitely not.
Well, now I understand why Trump is president now.
He shakes his head and walks away.
Okay.
I'm staring at the baby this
But
entire
he is
time.
he's still keeping an eye on.
Can I convince the mother to give me her
Listen.
baby?
Come on,
Roll
guys.
persuasion.
Baby would be a hindrance.
I was gonna say the baby will slow us down.
Yeah.
People, let's think about this strategically.
Persuasion?
Yeah, that's persuasion.
You did
Yeah,
not successfully
Hold on.
convince the woman to give you your baby.
I have
She
to
is
add on
concerned.
stuff though.
We're adding another mouth to feed here.
Do I have enough to add on?
I mean, add your stuff on.
So 16, 17, do I have first one too or no?
It's on there.
Then 19?
You do not successfully convince the woman to give you your baby.
Oh well.
Okay, guys.
She is disturbed.
Yeah.
We need
Turns
to get
around
on
and
track
walks
here.
away
Yeah.
quickly.
Let's forget about the baby and see.
Inquest.
That's fair.
Okay, so I have divine sense. Uses no location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Alright, do you want to use it?
Yes.
Is it a level 1 spell or a cantrip? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Where's the thing?
It's right here.
It should say comma or brackets next. Oh wait, no, you're a paladin. It's a cantrip. Means you can use it as much as you want.
Once
I
a
can
day.
use as much as I want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like right now or later.
Find merchant.
Roll for
Or
it.
both.
19.
You sense nothing of interest in your general area. There are no divine, celestial, or undead within 60 feet of you at this point.
Town is
So you're
safe.
sure.
Alright, let's
Okay.
get that over.
Well, this is not undead.
I go to the region of the market where the attacks took place,
Okay.
and I look there real hard.
Where the attacks took place?
Yes.
There was
They're
someone,
way out of the town.
They're way out of town.
Yeah.
So we need to find
But
the
you don't know
merchants
where.
to
Okay.
ask
Alright,
them
so
where
let's
the
find.
attack-
So I go
Okay.
up to one of the merchant at the market. Sub.
There were no merchants.
Okay.
I go to
Wait,
Mr.
wait,
Sub
wait.
in the market and
alright.
I ask the submarine sandwich artist. You know.
Okay, so you
Yes,
go to the
anyone.
market sub.
Yeah.
It's much smaller than the main market, dedicated to selling vegetables. Can host about 50 people at
I
a time.
speak to the produce vendor about the rumors and the attacks recently, and if they know anything about them.
So you asked about that, and he says that you'd have a better chance if you decide to ask Meryl Postman. Meryl Postman is one of the merchants who got attacked. He doesn't know where she is, but says that you should probably ask Phil Stout. Phil Stout is the bartender at the local large tavern/inn called Barkeep.
I vote we all go for it.
We all go to the
I don't pick them up anymore. To the barkeep, I look so.
As you walk into the bar, you notice that it has a dark atmosphere and it smells of stale meat. It's full of homely, rowdy bunch of locals. And
fit
the
right in.
very
Just
talented
yeah.
bartender, Phil Stout. As you walk in, you can see Phil Stout a mile away as he flips drinks and shots and just throwing things left, right, and center. It looks like the liquid should be getting away. They're not. It's confusing. There's no one at the bar. There's no one to serve drinks to, but he's doing it anyway. There are drinks all lined up.
I go to
Left, right, center.
Mr. Phil Stout and I challenge him to a beer drink-off.
All right, you challenge.
George, your university days are so behind.
Roll for persuasion.
Okay. 2.
You do not successfully persuade Phil Stout to get in a beer drinking competition with you.
Someone does it so that pretty much we have
So
a...
George and I have a plan.
Okay. Yeah, I'll initiate this. What do I do?
So you gotta start playing the flute.
Just to nobody?
Yeah, man.
Alright. I try to play a song from the Lesser Tormund Top 40.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's brilliant.
Roll for charisma.
Alright.
You get like 18. It's
my jam. That's a 20.
All right. You fucking nail it. You play your lute. You actually used to play in barkeep for a long time, for 20 years, in fact. So most of the locals ignore you.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
But Phil Stout enjoys the music.
Oh, okay.
That's what we need.
So then let's talk to Philly.
Yeah, so now that we softened him up, we ask him about the name that I already forgot that you said.
Male husband?
Yes, we ask where he's seen her last.
Where's Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah, that one.
All right, so you ask Phil Stout where he's last seen Meryl Postman. He tells you that, she's actually right over there, and points over to a table.
Is she
You
jamming
see a
out to
woman
music?
lounging at a table by herself, drinking a pint half done.
But does she like the music that he played?
Ask her.
Did you like the music?
Meryl Postman and ask if she likes the music. She did.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. You know what? You want to? I go bring her another beer.
Yeah.
Bring her another beer.
Smooth.
Continue playing.
She likes it.
She likes it, guys.
She enjoys the beer and invites you to sit down with her.
Ooh, there you go.
I
We
continue to play.
Continue to play.
We ask if she can tell us what happened to her.
So Meryl is a damn it, I don't have her up.
Come on, man. Get it together.
Get it together. She's a tall, burly woman who looks like she's broken her fair share of horses. She's got a very tough demeanor. You know her from rumors around the town that she's a first-generation merchant, and she actually originally grew up on a farm out in Tara. So, as you talk to her, you find out that the attack, she says that it took place in the east along the crossroads. She didn't see where the assailants came from, but she did try to defend the caravan. She always keeps a hidden dagger on her person, and she successfully stabbed one of her assailants. She did not successfully kill the assailant.
No.
The assailant got away. And they were driven, and her and her two friends, she was with two other people, were driven from the caravan and had to return to Lesser Tormund.
Lindsay, can I ask her where she stabbed him?
In the side.
Identify the guy. In the side?
Yeah.
Alright.
Stabbed her in the side with a hidden dagger, so he didn't see it coming.
Alright.
But wait, did you ask that?
And she also gives you.
Yeah.
She also gives you the names of the other two merchants.
Okay.
So one of her merchant friends, who was at that time porting some really expensive cargo, she's not sure what the cargo was, is the merchant Don Arbiter, and she doesn't know where Don is right now. However, the other merchant, Donatello Vong, is in the hospital because he was injured. He took an arrow to the knee during the attack and ended up, and Meryl had to carry him into the town.
Ooh,
Hilarious.
so let's go to the hospital?
Hold on. Can we ask her if she has a baby?
Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion is 13.
She does not have a baby.
No babies.
She's not a baby. Alright, what is it?
You guys bond over being childless.
I attempt to flirt.
Roll for persuasion.
Well,
Natural one.
She slaps you in the face.
I'm sorry, the music can't help you now.
Phil Stout is very confused as you are trying to flirt with her with your back to her, and he thinks you're flirting with him. Phil Stout comes over and offers you his hand.
Oh wow.
Pretty forcefully, you take his hand.
You're done. Your quest is done, man. You're done. You gonna say your quest is over.
My flirting increases.
We're gonna leave this guy behind when we get married.
Yeah.
Well, all of this is going on. I get extremely awkward in this situation, and I go to the weapon shop.
Yeah, I follow you around with you on that one.
I increased the volume of my music.
He asks if you would like
Aggressively playing.
he asks if you would like a special drink.
Flute playing.
A special drink. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. Don't accept it.
I ask what kind of drink.
Okay, good.
It's one that he invented invented himself.
Oh no, don't.
Yes, do it.
He calls it a great night.
Fuck.
We're doing it.
Sure, why not?
He goes behind the bar. Alcohols are whipping out left, right, and
And
center.
I smack the drink out of his hand.
No.
And he
Something else whips out.
and he
It's okay. I got you.
successfully
If
mixes
anything
the
happens, I
drink.
can
The
heal you.
shrink is blue on the bottom, red in the middle, and yellow on the top. You've never seen anything like it before, and he offers it to you.
Can I ask Meryl a question?
Yes.
Can I ask her if she knows of anyone else that's ever been attacked in the same area?
She says that some of the other merchants coming in from Tormund have been attacked on that road, but they're the first ones and the biggest attack that she's seen to the east.
And she doesn't know who the other attacks were from.
Did you see the
I
race
take-
of the attackers?
No, they're all masked.
I take the drink and chug it without thinking.
Roll for Constitution save.
3.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, 4 with my bonus.
We have to go to the hospital anyways.
Yeah, oh yeah, how it works out.
Yeah.
He's getting us there in
Got a 4.
Just get really sick and then we'll just emergency bypass.
Yes, this is hilarious. This is really fun.
Oh, actually, get yourself sick. Get
I
yourself sick
think
and
he
we'll go
is.
to the hospital right away.
That was my plan.
Okay.
I don't think that was his plan. Guys.
No.
I think he's lying to us. But I'm in the weapon shop with this guy. And we're like looking at axes and shit. I don't know.
Are you gonna buy anything?
My personality is.
Do I give you some money?
No,
No.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
No, I don't have money.
You enjoy your drink. It's tasty.
I got weapons though.
It tastes fruity.
I have
nothing
a
else
crossbow
is
and 2 daggers.
Nothing
Oh,
happens?
I also have a crowbar.
That was a really good drink.
Fuck yeah.
Special.
Fuck yeah.
Ask Philip.
That's a lot of stuff.
Slap you in the face.
Yeah, seriously.
Slap me in the face.
Yes.
You're a sorcerer. We need a crowbar. What do you mean?
Because I'm a source.
I asked Stout to slap me in the face.
He slaps you in the face. He hits.
Alright, I think we need to
take
take
1
this
point
guy
of
to the
damage.
hospital.
You take
You
1
take 1
damage.
point of damage.
Then it hits you.
Cool. So now let's go to the hospital.
Yes,
so that
now
you
we
can
don't-
get
now go to the
yourself
hospital.
some- There we go.
Where's the hospital?
Now
I
we go
got
to the
slapped.
hospital.
I'm offended by that action.
Alright.
We need to give you some polysporin.
Phil doesn't give a shit.
Guys, let's go to the hospital.
You guys are in the
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm
also go to the
I'm
hospital.
staying in the weapon shop, and just for the shits and giggles, I asked the weapon shop merchant if he knows where any of the attacks took place. Divide and conquer, fellas.
You try to enter the weapon shop,
Oh, it's not.
and you notice that's closed. However, you hear noise from out back.
All right, I investigate out back.
You investigate out back, and there's the owner, Susie Oakes, beating on her anvil as she forges a small
This
dagger.
was going somewhere.
I know.
Ooh, the dagger. Is it the same
check out
dagger
Mark.
that she gave?
Is it the same dagger that the she's beating on?
What? No, it's just a
It's a
dagger. It's
new
like a
one.
normal dagger.
Oh, okay.
Just creating a dagger.
Well, I make small talk about the weather we're having in the
Roll for charisma.
Sick. Okay, I can do that. I've got
I'm
persuasion.
sorry, guys.
No,
No, it's not charisma.
Charisma. 9 plus 1, 10.
He engages in small talk with you.
Excellent.
She says the weather has been okay.
Okay.
meanwhile-
Now we move into the now we're still with me. Now we move into the more hard things. What are her views of the political climate with the elves?
All right, so you're asking about.
I don't know, politics and shit.
All right, ask about politics.
Politics check. Rolling 8. We're slow. Oh, wait. 8. 8 plus 1, 9.
All right, so you ask her about the politics, and you're like, well, Quetzal and us, I don't know why you don't know this, have been in disagreement for a long time, ever since the Great War 500 years ago.
Is she winking at me or is that?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was me twitching. That was just my face. It's fine.
Sorry. No, I'm a fool.
So, just so you know, in half an hour we had tried to steal a baby. So we went to the market.
Alright, sorry.
We sang some
So
song.
guys, we can trust you well at the reception.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
you guys are at the hospital?
Yes, let's go to the hospital.
We go to the cranky
I heard someone
receptionist.
slapping.
Yes,
Okay, so
because-
you notice a reception. It's just like a really, really big room.
Okay.
There is no cranky reception.
Okay, we creep along the hallways whispering
You
injured
notice that it's not
mention.
too busy. You see 3 people. There is a 14-year-old kid with a broken arm. There is a woman currently in labor. And there's somebody with rich garbs who you recognize as Donatello Levant, the merchant.
Okay.
Can I play a really depressing song on my lute?
Yes.
Yes. I'm so glad.
Okay, before this guy gets fucking started, I go to Donatello and ask him if he's okay, what happened to him.
So we got a 14 and we got someone asking Donatello.
Do I have to add points to that? What's the roll for?
Honestly, no. Just roll.
You know
Straight
what?
roll. You don't get to add stuff to this.
You know what? I actually have your depressing
Okay,
songs.
play a sad song. It's sadish.
Yeah.
Is that ish?
We're all depressed now.
It's like it could be worse.
Okay.
I have the song for the hospital.
It's a sad.
After this ad.
No, that's like a copyright strike or something.
That's fine.
So is he conscious?
Okay.
Donatello.
He is conscious and awake, and he sees you there.
Okay.
Donatello lounges on a cozy-looking couch as befits a man of his wealth, with his knee propped up on a series of pillows. His knee is heavily bandaged and clearly injured.
Okay, so we go up and ask him what happened to him. What does he remember from the attack?
As you try to talk to him, he's clearly... He seems jittery, and like he doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh.
He actually tells you to your face, could you leave me alone so I could sleep?
No.
George.
I'm offended by his rudeness and would like to go find Mark.
No.
I tried to find out if someone came to him before.
Yeah.
If he's like been threatened to not talk to us or something.
That's a good one. I wish I thought of it.
But yeah, I can roll 2.
No. He says nobody's come to talk to him before.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Is he making eye contact when he says that?
Yes.
I put my hand on the baby, like on the pregnant lady, and it's like, oh, when's she due? Or when's child? Okay. Remember, my character is illiterate. One of my languages is illiterate.
Yeah, I read
I went to the
One of his
doctor.
languages is actually illiterate.
That's funny.
It's common, Orcish, and illiterate.
I asked to have a psychiatrist as well because we have a disturbed member of our group.
They do not.
That we clearly need to take care of before
There's
progressing
not even
further.
any clear doctors in your in the room. You have no idea who's taking care of any of these people.
You know what? I go see that man and I heal him.
All right. Roll for healing Donatello.
Smart.
10 plus what is it? Intelligence? No.
No,
Wisdom?
you have a spell for healing, right?
Yes, I do. Lay on hands. 2 uses. Heal 5 health on creature you touch, or cure target of 1 disease and poison.
Yep. All right. So you got to use one of your uses then.
Yeah.
And you heal him for 5 health.
Yeah.
His knee is feeling a bit better, and he shakes out his leg a little bit. And he says, "All right, fine. What do you want to know?"
Nice.
Healing.
Yeah, healing. Compassion.
Did you see which direction these attackers went?
Wait,
Where's your?
are you gonna steal?
He says the attack happened to the east of the town, around at the crossroad between Town Shia and Terra. He says he remembers the assailants coming in, and they seem to have come from the north.
Does he know where the other merchant is? Probably not. There were 3, right?
Yeah.
I'm missing Dawn.
He does know where Dawn is, and he says she came to visit him a little bit earlier, and that she is hanging out by the west gate.
By the West Gate.
What's that game?
Lindsay, what does charm person do? Besides charming people.
I don't know.
I think you gotta ask.
So flashback to me at the weapon shop. Small talk going great. My buddy Bartholomew shows up, and he's a persuasive guy. And I see her making this dagger. It'd be really cool if we could just take the dagger on this quest. So Bard would like to persuade or charm said person into getting.
If you charm the person, he's much more willing to speak to you honestly. So if any creature was lying, they're probably not going to lie anymore.
Okay.
And also gets will not attack you.
Okay, so that's not gonna help us.
Okay, I would like to persuade her to give me the dagger she's working on.
Alright, persuade check, roll.
It's gonna be
What is that? What's it?
that's not a 20, it's a 6.
You do not successfully persuade her to just give you the dagger. She says you can buy it for 10 copper pieces or you can leave.
Or I can leave?
Yeah.
Alright, while you guys mull that one over, one more question. Can Donatello remember any like defining characteristics of the people who attacked him?
Yeah.
Like equipment, or like what color their masks were, like anything like that?
Where they might be going.
He says that they were clearly wearing black. And he gets jittery while you continue to ask him questions.
Why are you jittery? Why are you fearful? Nothing can happen to you here, right? Or are they townspeople?
He says, I'm not jittery.
You're not jittery. Liar.
I get in his face.
Charming.
No, I don't
We
do
need
that. That's
someone.
bad.
We need him to
I'm
not
not
lie.
you're getting a dagger.
No, I asked.
Is
I asked him, is there one person inside that the attackers that have a wound to the side?
One of the attackers, sorry, what?
And one of the attackers have a wound to the side. Does he know? And does he know what
The
it looks
pregnant
like?
lady.
Yes.
He is. Let's see.
I'm like, hey, I healed you. Come on, do me a solid.
Roll for persuasion.
He's scared, man. He won't do it.
5.
I'm gonna say no.
That's not gonna work. I'm not very persuaded.
He says, I'm tired of you. Please leave.
He hasn't seen me yet because I haven't walked into this room.
It's one big room.
One big room.
It's one big room. You've
One
been
big
in the
room.
room.
So you're pregnant lady.
No, it's okay.
You know
He was with the lady that was in labor.
Yeah.
Lindsay, do we start with any money?
Huh?
Do we start with any money?
No money.
No.
No, we don't
No, bro.
Okay.
Is there a location that I can make a nice glass of tea?
This is actually hilarious. I'm loving this.
It's I
Theoretically
have.
at the inn.
Theoretically at the inn.
One of the inn or the taverns.
If the other guy was hitting on you, then he'd beat you up.
Okay.
You could go back.
We still didn't get your job repaired.
I have a bit of an elaborate plan here. If that's
One damage from a slap.
George,
Oh, yeah. Did you make a note of your 1 damage?
I did.
Oh, very
I
good.
crossed out 14. I went 13.
I've got a plan to set in motion. It might
Yeah.
be a little stupid, but can we do that?
I like it.
You want to do what?
I want to do a stupid plan.
Okay, do your stupid plan. What is it?
Okay.
All right. I am going to hit on this lady for Mark.
Alright.
Oh,
Roll for
wingman.
hitting. Roll for
I'm gonna
charisma.
wingman the fuck out of Mark.
Roll for persuasion.
Yeah,
Persuasion is a 10. I've got
Plus,
2
plus.
charisma and a persuasion.
13.
So, what is this that you're
You
hitting on
hit
the
someone.
weapon shop lady?
Yeah, I want her to be flirted with Mark.
Okay. She's not interested.
Damn. Man, why'd you play
That's
like
his
that?
strength. It's not.
I
It's,
feel like I want to go to the west gate to see
Yeah.
if Dawn is there.
Okay.
yes. So let's go.
So you head to the western gate.
Yeah.
The most ornate of the 3 gates, this gate leads towards the large, well-defended road to the capital city of Tormund. The
Wait a second.
decorations are notably human-dominated, much like the town itself. Women and men are carrying bountiful offerings of fruit, vegetables, and fine silks. And these are carved into thick, heavy brass doors making up the gate entrance. The road can be viewed through small slits in the gate. The inner side of the gate is set with small jewels. Dawn Arbiter is here with a series of workers she had hired to assemble a new caravan to replace the one she had to abandon on the road after the attack.
Question. Since this dude in the hospital hasn't seen Mark and I yet, can we convince him?
Oh.
What dude in the hospital? Sorry?
The Donatello guy.
Yeah, hospital dude.
Yeah, so you want to go talk to him?
Yeah, he doesn't know Mark.
Yeah, we tell you
Yeah, he
about
hasn't
the
seen you
stuff
guys
as
yet.
we're passing by, and then
Yeah.
you go to the hospital, we go to this
Yeah.
lady.
Exactly.
Alright, so we in the hospital. What's our plan?
I'm gonna charm him first.
Fuck yeah, you are, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Roll for charm.
Charm it up. I don't know what that is. 8. Can I add anything to charm? I don't know how this works.
That's your charisma.
Charisma is a +2. 10.
He resists your attempt to charm him. He calls the guards. You are escorted. You are
so I tell her I'm sorry for having her and I compliment the work on her new caravan. And then I ask her how she's doing.
She's been buttered.
really fucking isn't into it.
That's so rude.
More butter.
Needs more butter.
She
Okay.
has asked what you want. She's busy.
She's okay. I want to know if she remembers anything helpful about the attack.
She knows that it happened when she was doing a delivery from the southeastern town of Terra and was attacked just east of the gate at the crossroads. She mentions that Donatello was injured if you haven't talked to him,
Yes.
which you have.
Yeah.
And that Donatello was acting very strangely during the attack.
I want to ask her, does she think that he knows the attackers from prior?
She has no idea.
He employs the attack.
Did he look possessed?
No.
Guys, I
It
think he
seemed,
paid
it
off
seemed
these
jittery
attackers.
prior to the attack happening, though.
I think he paid them off because he wanted the caravan's contents. But I don't tell this to her because I don't want to make her mad.
I actually
Waterboard.
light my candle of truth.
All right, you light your candle of truth. That's good for
Water
making
recording
people tell the
spell.
truth within like a 10-foot radius. You light your candle of truth. Everyone roll a d20 and tell me the numbers.
Natural 20.
16.
18.
2.
16.
Okay, Mark.
Yeah, 16.
10.
Everyone can lie except for you.
Okay, well
Because
that's
you light a candle of truth. You don't know that everyone else can't lie, or you think everyone else can't lie, but it's actually just you. Because everyone else isn't high enough to escape it.
So
Hilarious.
we could go back to the hospital and like waterboard this guy, or we could go.
light the candle of truth.
We could go to like where the attack happened and walk north.
Yeah.
That's where they ran
I
away.
have stealth once. Can I sneak back in and persuade one more time?
I
Into
would,
the
Hospital.
yeah.
hospital.
Because I think he
You know
paid
what?
these guys
No.
off as mercenaries
Yeah, we
because he
can
wants the
guard
caravan.
Well, you can, but
we
it's
can guard
probably not
the
going to go
door.
well.
Dress in black, go see it and think like you're one of the attackers,
Yeah.
and then talk to her.
Yeah.
Oh.
The black
Disguise
mask.
myself?
Yeah, disguise yourself.
Sorry, I disguise myself like a shady guy.
Roll for
Disguise.
deception. Disguise isn't in this game. Roll for deception.
Come on, come on, come on.
What is it?
Roll closer, man.
16.
Your disguise is pretty decent, and you put on a fake accent.
Deception. Deception.
What accent does he put on?
Yeah, what kind of
I
accent?
have deception.
Is it more Tormund? Upper Tormund? What's
Yeah.
I don't know. Pick an
This is
accent
like
and
very
use it.
brave.
That's your new accent for your disguise.
We need
It sounds very stereotypically Italianish, but whatever region that is appropriate for.
Oh, so you're probably from Vitaly then.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Alright. What am I doing now? Sneaking into
So sneaking into there and scare the Donatello.
Okay, I'm sneaking in.
He's sneaking.
All right, sneak in. Roll for sneak.
Keep in mind the guards
Stealth.
already.
Roll for stealth.
This is a 16, and I have stealth.
17.
You do successfully sneak into the hospital.
Yes. Then now what can we ask the guy? Something related to the caravan attack.
Yes, let's pretend to discuss this beforehand.
We want to know if he knows the attackers.
No, well, no, because we can't. If we're the attacker.
Oh, right, that's what we're saying.
We're the attacker.
Where do you want us to park the caravan? that
Yes, yes.
What's his reaction first? Like,
Yeah.
is he afraid or is he like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Okay.
What's his reaction?
Do you approach him?
Yes, I approach him. Do I have to say something? Fine. How does this work?
Are you going to say anything to him?
Ask him what he wants you to do with the goods that you took.
Hold on. I want to walk in and ask him if he's told anyone about us. So really
Nice.
like
Okay.
scare him, I guess. Make it seem legit.
He asked, "Who the fuck are you?"
Okay, bye guys. We're done.
This is quite entertaining, especially with this theme song.
I'm I kicked out of the hospital right now?
You're super kicked out of the hospital. You're all kicked out of the hospital.
Except me.
So you know what? You know what? Tell him who the hell.
Okay, let's just go to the spot.
Scary.
We got the blood trail, guys, so we can
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
track the dude.
Yeah, so we go over the east gate, like out to the town.
Alright, now we're on.
We're going south.
Lindsay, can I use vicious mockery on this guy?
Yes.
What? I mean, I don't want to kill him, but yeah, let's use vicious mockery.
Call him mockery.
Around which guy?
Donatello.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were already kicked out of the
All
hospital.
right.
Let's go.
So he is.
Yes.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
All right.
Fuck yeah, you will.
1.
Welcome to my.
Mask falls off.
I think the heist is over, guys.
All right, so
Oh, wait a minute.
you try to swear at him and cuss him out and tell him your mama, but instead you just make this horrific screaming noise. No words come out.
Okay.
Every time you open your mouth, this terrible, terrible screaming noise comes out. You shut your mouth and leave.
Fair. My next move is going to be run away. I rejoin the party.
Okay, so what happens to
What
these
happens?
Huh?
How was your adventure?
Jack, you're starting to feel woozy.
Not great. Not great, guys.
No.
What are you?
I'm feeling woozy.
Wait, are you rolling to determine?
My decisions.
The
yes.
legitimacy of what the DM says.
No, just my decisions.
That's fine.
It must be from the drink from the barkeep, sir.
Oh no.
It's gonna be fun, guys.
But it tasted so good. It was,
So what happens with him feeling
I
woozy?
hold the
feels
whole
woozy.
symbol to your
Okay.
face,
Wow.
and
The
you
black
burn.
person behind.
Well, what do we know about these people we're tracking again? We're looking for a caravan and these assailants. who
Well,
established
we're going down to the town that they were like coming back from, right?
Okay.
Because they're coming
Yeah,
back.
we're going to the halfway between the towns where
Right.
we got attacked. Then we're gonna find this blood.
And then they said that the people like ran north or like came from the
Yeah.
north. So like let's walk down the same path and see if we can see any clues.
that makes sense.
So we start
That's
walking
the-
down the path that they
crossing.
came.
There was a
Alright,
crossing.
I'm gonna grab another beer while you guys figure out exactly what you're
Can you
doing.
grab me
There was a
one?
crossing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He said they were attacked at the crossing.
Oh yeah, so we walk over
So
the
we walk
crossing.
southeast to the crossing, and then
Yeah.
we find the blood trace. Then we follow the blood,
Yeah.
and we find the bad guys.
Yeah.
Done.
I think she'll make us
Kill
roll
them
on
all.
finding the blood. It might be washed away.
Yeah.
I have survival. So.
I just have spells. I don't have anything.
I have protection style.
I have water skin.
I have Ray of Frost, guys.
You do not have water skin.
Yeah.
Perception, I
I
guess.
like
Skin.
Yeah, water skin.
I get-
Okay.
Oh, I have a water skin. Do you guys have rations? Rations.
I have 2 days of rations.
I have 2 days of rations.
I have no food. This is
I'm
awkward.
gonna.
You also have a crossbow.
Yeah, but I have
Yeah.
no food. I have a water skin, 50 feet of rope.
I have 2 blocks of incense and a tinder box.
I have.
Thank you.
No, I don't have slave pen.
Anyone slide a man?
I,
Slide a man?
Alright, I'm gonna get my computer and order this
Order
pizza.
a
So it's getting
Slide a man?
it's reasonable.
Do
Okay.
you have slide a man? Slide a man?
Excuse of stream while we
No.
take a
I do whatever
Brief.
it does for all my.
beer.
Give me a beer.
Otherwise, break. Also, MC, one of my consistent followers, says hi. He's been
Aww.
with me for like 4 years. MC's the best. So we'll leave it MC.
Hi. Sorry, it's so bad.
Don't apologize.
I mean,
This is
it's
a
highly
story of
entertaining.
You
nature
tried to
fails.
steal a baby, okay?
I want to be a mother.
I was looking for a protege to raise, so I mean.
I didn't think that that would be the most like persistent distraction in this game. Would be the mother thing.
You know what? I was told my personality is I want to be a mother.
So you're really playing it up.
I'm really playing it. That's
And you
how
guys
characters
are,
are made and destroyed.
As you guys are walking down the road, Jack suddenly face plants into the ground, passed out.
Can you heal him?
I faceplant.
I would like to use lay on hands, which is pretty much cure target of one disease and or poison.
All right. So you don't have to roll to use it.
I gotcha.
Jack rolls over onto his back and opens his eyes, no longer blacked out.
Oh, that was.
I'm not blacked out anymore.
Does he say, "My hero"?
I don't have any spells anymore just because of that.
Well, if you rest for a day, does he get his spells back or no?
Yes, but you guys are resting. Assuming everything happens in one day.
I'm
Yeah.
attracted to George now.
What?
I flirted with George.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 5.
5 for what?
He says, I know one way for me to get a baby.
Alright, you rolled a 5 for flirt. Roll a counter for flirt. That would be a will save.
Actually,
Remember, that's what you have to do.
it rolled a 12.
If it rolls on the ground, it doesn't count. You gotta roll again.
Oh, okay. So you,
2.
You do not successfully will save against the flirt.
yeah, we can't
You are flirted.
The terrible flirt works.
Terrible flirt works.
Alright.
I would like.
I'm watching the screen right now. It's just a close up of your ass while you're leaning over.
Oh, what?
Because I'm watching the screen. I'm watching the screen on a delay here, so I can make sure that the stream stays up, and so I can watch chat. And it's also like there's just suddenly a lot of Kevin ass in the video. That's what we needed.
I say to what's your name?
Lisi.
Lisi. I said to Lisi to check out my javelin.
You
I-
go easy your javelin.
I check out his javelin.
This coupling's really going to
And
change
I
the group
pierce it.
dynamics.
Yeah.
With one of the 5 javelins I have.
Alright, roll a hit.
2.
You do not hit.
Okay, so when you stepped out, we were saying we want to walk down the path towards the crossing.
Yeah, the people that is floating with me.
And then we want to see if there's like blood or like any clues or anything.
Alright.
Okay.
You walk down a road much like any other. This wide dirt road has enough space to fit 2 caravans side by side. The road is surrounded by dense pine forest, typical for Eastern Union. After a half day's trek down the road, the party encounters the foretold crossroads.
half day. Keep that in mind. You get one more half day until your spells are back.
Only if you sleep.
Fuck.
I wouldn't.
Does passing out count as sleeping?
I was gonna say if he
No.
sleeps, can we like
Also, you have no
backpack?
spells.
Okay.
Everyone
Yeah,
takes
that's
You're
your turn.
barbarian.
I can rage. I can rage.
Can I put some suspenseful music to enhance the mood?
Yes.
Alright.
Put on some like
Some 41.
investigation.
No, he wants to play like loot.
I thought
Okay.
I'd be
Okay, so you
Pink
play
Panther.
loot for suspense
What does
music.
suspenseful loot sound like?
Dead.
Can somebody please Google suspenseful
15.
loot and see what comes up and play it? Mark, it's on you.
It's the loot version of the
You
Pink Panther
successfully
theme
play
song.
your suspenseful song. People are suspensed.
Me? Yes.
That
This
one.
is some weird
Death metal.
This is suspenseful loot.
There we go, yeah.
Suspenseful loot.
I searched for clues.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't done describing the road either.
That's
Okay.
probably your first roll towards this adventure.
A wooden signpost stands in the center of the split, forcing caravans to circle around it to get by. In plain common, the signs read, for everyone but Jack, Terra, which is pointed south, Lesser Tormund, which is pointed west, which is where you came from, and Town Shire, which is pointed east. Tipped over and pushed to the side of the road on the north side of the sign is what must be the attacked merchant caravan.
Still there.
I inspect for blood.
Okay, so you're gonna roll for investigation, but also the caravan is riddled with arrows in the upward side, and the horses that are pulling it are long gone. It has been long stripped of any valuable goods. It is damaged beyond worth repairing, especially for the well-off merchants.
Do we
So
recognize the
yeah, did you roll for
arrows?
investigation?
Who has,
Blood plus.
who has a crossbow? You should
I
take
have
the
crossbow.
arrows.
I
Yeah.
have crossbow. Let's split the arrows. I have investigation plus. Do I add any pluses?
Yeah, if you have any intelligence.
-1. I got a 10.
Yeah, so that minus is 1. So you got a 10. You notice that the straps for the horses appear to have been cut off by a sharp knife.
Ooh, one help. Also, we take the crossbow with those. We split them.
Okay.
Is the rope that was cut off bloody?
Roll for investigation.
I try to read the sign.
It is 12. I don't know if there's
Intelligence.
No. Oh, wait, intelligence at +1.
13.
13.
So investigation, you notice a bloodstain on the caravan and the bottom half of a broken arrow, likely the one that was stuck in Donatella.
Okay.
You also notice an abandoned knife with dried blood on it, a small pool of blood nearby the dropped bloody knife, and a short trail of blood leading down the east road
I
towards
take the
Mount
bloody
Shire.
knife.
Did someone say blood?
That's what we
I
need.
take the bloody knife.
Wait, how many?
You take the bloody knife. It is a regular dagger.
Awesome.
You have an attack bonus to it of +0, and it does 1d4 piercing damage.
How many crossbows were stuck in the caravan that we took?
How many arrows?
Yeah.
5.
Can you use arrows with a crossbow?
No.
Bolts,
No.
I meant.
There's
There are no bolts in that.
So
No, with
It's all
arrows.
arrows.
Okay, yeah, right.
Okay, so never mind. We don't.
So one.
You know, no, I take the arrows. I'm thinking
One
ahead.
arrow per person.
I don't have any.
You know what, Lindsay? I take all the arrows.
People attacking the caravan.
Do you recognize the manufacturer of the arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at them. What
Yeah.
do they look
I
like?
inspect the arrows.
Smart.
I inspect the arrows for.
You inspect the arrows for things.
I got a 12.
They appear to have been shot with a bow.
Great.
Shot with a bow.
Mouthful.
I asked the group what they want as toppings on the pizza. I rolled a 20.
I saw you just move the
It was
Good work.
rolling.
Okay.
Anything, I'm okay with anything.
Are you?
Yes. Except anchovies.
Yeah. Okay, so
Can I
pineapple,
have more clues?
Anchovies.
Yeah,
so
sure.
pineapple and anchovies and
Alright,
broccoli.
alright,
Let's
no.
put that in there too.
Yes. Broccoli.
How do
Roll for
people-
survival.
How do people feel about pineapple?
Plus survival,
I like
which
pineapple.
is
Oh, I
wisdom.
do too.
Yeah, it's
Wisdom.
fine.
We're getting one piece
Wisdom.
of pizza.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
People with
Yeah.
pineapple.
But I'm not like
Wait, what
I'm
are
not
you?
crazy.
It's
Rolling
fine.
to check out for clues in
Okay.
general.
Yeah.
You look around the area where
Where's this always so extreme?
around the
Nice.
carriage where the horses would have been, and you see the hoof marks, but you notice that there's no signs of panic. You notice that it seems like the straps were cut to free the horses before the attack ever occurred.
I should
Is
go
there
get
stables in
a
our town?
detective.
Yes, there's a stables on the east side.
I mean, I kind of want to walk back, but it was a half day's walk.
There's more things we can do here. The
Yeah,
blood
I'll
trail.
roll 2 for
Yes.
I would like
Search.
to. I would like to trail the blood trail.
All right. So you follow the blood trail. It goes a little bit towards the east and then seems to stop, as if somebody had staunched the wound.
Staunch the wound.
Which is the guy with the east, with the
Guy on the side.
side on the side, yeah.
I look in the area that the blood trail stopped.
Yes.
I look for any signs of clothing or torn bits, something that would continue the trail.
Roll for investigation.
Alright, while he's rolling, I got one pizza.
Natural 1.
Alright.
As you try to look for more things, you put your face really up close to the blood, like really up close. As you come back up, your face has a huge bloody smear on it.
Didn't you say that this is the die that you always
roll a
roll on
Constitution
something?
save.
Yes.
Having fun with it, I think.
Roll a Constitution
No.
save, please.
Chicken and hot peppers for
10.
one pizza and Hawaiian for the other.
Thankfully, they're the same blood type as you,
It was
I
easy.
don't have 8.
I don't get them good.
and you have blood on your face.
How many people are
I
eating?
wipe off the blood off my face.
Screw it, I'll just eat tomorrow.
You now have blood on your clothes.
Then for dinner.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, so I look for things around the area.
Roll for investigation.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
Yeah.
12.
Damn.
Okay, as you look for blood in the area, or for more blood,
This is
you
in
decide to look up, and you notice in the
That's in my
tree there was a little bit of torn cloth hanging off of one of the branches, still seeming towards the east direction. You also see tracks that look newer than some of the other ones of the beaten down road, also heading towards the east.
Oh, so we follow the tracks.
We go out to the stables or follow the tracks? We're split up.
East.
I think we should go east.
I think we should go east too.
I think
Yeah,
we
we
should
follow
go east.
it.
They're immune, so-
I want to follow the tracks.
Yeah.
We follow the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you follow the tracks before the east. Eventually, you make your way all the way east to Town Shia.
Shia LaBeouf.
You're walking in the woods.
Oh no, I knew there was gonna be a reference to that game.
No one's around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot it.
Because they were you
Shia
were you
Lake.
there when you did that game? Yes. Okay. Because I thought so, but I didn't want to say it because I was like an idiot.
Me too. You said you know
And then
D&D before.
That.
Would somebody please turn this page to the next
Okay,
page?
that I have.
But don't look at page of pages. I read through everything.
This one.
I've lied to you this whole time.
I didn't want to say anything, but I thought so.
Liz, I asked Lindsay if I played with anyone from last time, and she just said no.
Hold on.
God, Lindsay, this year.
Okay,
where are
where
we?
we place our
How long is
pieces?
this?
You're piecing on the north side of this road.
Oh, this is the new.
Lindsay ran a campaign based off that Shia LaBeouf
Actual campaign, Shia LaBeouf.
It was kind of amazing. I tried to describe it to people, and like no one understood what
I didn't try.
The road is a little wider here, but still dirt lined and clearly not very often traveled. The town is very small, consisting of a few cottage-like houses surrounding the north part of the lake.
You're walking in the woods.
So, much like the town, this is an open area, so you're able to go places, ask me more descriptions for places, or move on.
I walk around looking for any other pieces of like torn fabric or blood.
So is there anywhere specific you'd like to start looking?
I
some
want
things you
to.
can look at: lake, housing, the trees, the
It's
road, the
not
house.
traveled too much, so maybe we can actually find those tracks.
Well, I kind of want to like. I wonder if the guy like lives here, so we like walk to his house. Like, so there's like a big house. I want to like walk on the path to the big house and see if he like lives there.
Okay. Let's see. So you go to which house?
The big one.
The big one. All right. So there's no one around. Your phone is dead. So you go to the eastern house. Compared to the other houses, which you had glanced at, it appears abandoned and there's no light inside. Although it looks pretty rich from a distance, up close it clearly hasn't been maintained within the past year.
I wonder if anyone's hiding inside of it. Can I go inside?
Sure. You try to open
Yeah,
the door
let's
and find
follow.
that it's locked.
Yeah.
There's goblins.
Yeah, come cover me,
Shadows,
guys.
the stealth.
Big
Eastern
house?
house.
The big house.
I would like to follow in the shadows of stealth, so I'm not seen in case somebody attacks these guys.
Lurking
Roll
in the
for stealth.
shadows.
Roll for stealth.
Are you still wearing a disguise? by the
You
way?
said I tried to get inside, but it's blocked.
9 to
Yeah.
10.
You think you're stealthy.
Think, okay. No? That's better than nothing.
I don't think I can do anything. Can I take my crowbar and
someone
wedge
lock
the
it?
door open?
Not
Sure.
yet. There's someone out
Roll
there.
for strength. Or actually, roll for athletics.
Roll for athletics.
Yeah.
6, and I don't.
You do not successfully wedge the door open.
Okay, I go into a barbarian rage.
Okay. You use your rage.
I use my rage and I attempt to smash the door
Roll
with
for
my great axe.
roll for athletics.
Wow, 17.
18.
It's very loud, but you successfully blow open the door.
I don't even know what's happening in the game.
As you enter,
Someone bring me up to speed.
We just broke into this giant house that looks abandoned.
Oh, nice.
as you look inside, you notice that the house is bare of furniture.
There's what?
Bare of furniture.
How many bears are there?
0.
Are they made of furniture?
0 of furniture.
Okay, I look. So is it dark inside the house?
It's light enough that you can see clearly.
Okay, so I look down to see if there's any like dust being disturbed or like
Roll perception.
8, but I have 1 perception, so now.
Felt like a nice.
It's perception plus the stat that perception gives you. So I'll say at the side, like I'll say in brackets, char, whiz, or
Oh.
int, or.
Wisdom, so +1.
Okay, so you got a 10? Alright, you notice that in the corner, in a dust pile, there is a small key.
Ooh, I pick up the key.
You pick up the key.
I'm really excited about it.
I look around too.
Inside?
What's this actually?
It's a crab.
like not-
Perception.
You have to roll again, I think.
Yeah. 8.
Plus perception, plus wisdom. Or,
Wisdom? Survival?
wisdom.
Stealth?
Yeah. Wisdom. And perception.
+1. 9.
Okay, you find nothing else of interest.
Can I detect magic? Maybe some spell or something going on?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Is that a level 1 spell or a cantrip?
It is
I should say level 1 or cantrip next
level
to it. Okay, so that's one of your only uses of spells for the day then.
Okay.
You get 2 uses total.
I got a 7, so I kind of fucked that up.
That's actually fine. You do not detect any magic in your immediate area.
Okay. Then
Hooray.
we are safe. Should we check out other houses?
I want to like
Oh,
look.
you have the key.
Yeah, I want to look around for like any kind of like weird trapdoor,
Trapdoor,
like
yeah.
cupboards or anything with a lock.
A lockbox?
Yeah.
I jump up and down loudly.
You jump up and down loudly.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
We don't need like a hollow basement or something.
I check out the laundry room in
That's
this
what I was
house.
looking
for
for.
It's
clothes.
just empty. It's just like it's literally one room. Some really old nasty
Not a
medieval.
20. No idea.
Yeah. Treasure.
It's not a 16.
Okay, so do I see anything looking around? Do I see any locks?
You do not see anything inside the house.
Okay, I go to the backyard and I start snooping around.
All right, roll for
I
perception.
guarantee you there's a fucking cellar door.
7.
There is a cellar door, and
Yeah.
you just found it.
Sick. Killing it.
Throw back.
Yeah, we've learned.
You see that outside there is a cellar door.
I body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf. Continue.
I take the key and I open the cellar door with
Oh,
it.
no, that's
Okay.
I would not have thought. I was gonna use
Does
it
it
for
fit?
You
Wait, is that where the key goes, or
so
I
you
look
put
to
the key
see?
in the cellar that is
Yeah.
playing from the outside.
Cellar was
Two
open.
doors are fixed to the ground, which could be opened outward. There's a keyhole in the front of the cellar,
Okay.
and you originally find it locked, but trying the key, the lock pops open.
Nice skills.
I really carefully peer into the cellar.
Do
Is it dark down there?
give me a sec. It is not, but I have
Torches.
Yeah.
And Tinder.
I also have light.
Opening the cellar doors, you notice immediately that there is a set of stairs that you cannot see the end of, leading much deeper below the house than the simple entrance may have suggested. Light emanates up from the depths. Clearly somebody is home.
Oh, nice. Let's go find Superstar.
Is it dark?
We're gonna die, by the way.
No.
There's light at the bottom.
This is anything like the Shia LaBeouf of the other one.
Light emanates up from the depths. Is it dark?
Okay, I slowly and with trepidation, I walk down the stairs.
I follow
Roll
my survival skill.
I take out one of my 4 javelins.
I got a
and head down
15.
the
I got an
stairs.
18 on following her.
Yeah.
For what?
I'm walking down and then he's following. I got a 15.
We're
I'm
trying to-
following too. You know what? Let's go.
I'm Spartacus.
1.
Dude trips on the breaks an ankle, falls at the top.
Okay, so you guys are trying to just go downstairs, which you rolled for some reason.
I was trying to go down the stairs quietly.
Yeah.
I was
You
going out slowly.
trip and stumble
Yes.
down most of the stairs, taking 2 points of damage.
Whatever.
So reduce
You did.
your damage by 2. I'm pretty sure Jack's the only one with a pencil, so everyone's communally using Jack's pencil, like the village
It's
bicycle.
all good. I still have 10.
I got 3 pens.
I meant to go get more pencils and then just forgot.
I have
I guess
one
I took
pencil
more.
if anyone wants.
I took more of damage than that
No.
slide that you had in the beginning.
Lindsay, can I go check that northern or northwestern house?
Oh,
Sure.
listen, I'm Mr. George. I have so many ideas. Now you're in the house.
I just feel like you guys are gonna get real tactical.
Maybe get some help from there.
I'm still in the rave.
So
So are we at the bottom of the...
you see 3 houses to the west with a large cabin not far down on the shore, which you have already explored. These houses are built of red brick and wooden roofs and look quite cozy and spacious. Each sports a chimney.
We're
I
frozen.
go down the chimney.
Fall.
Hanover.
Roll for fitting in the chimney. Roll acrobatics for getting onto the roof, first of all.
Okay.
Fucking Santa Claus.
That is a 10.
You did not successfully get on the
I
roof.
have another one though. It's 11, then dexterity. Let's see. Plus 2. So it's 13.
You did not successfully get on the roof.
Damn.
But was he closer?
No.
Damn.
Like attached to roof, like you just take
For
it.
you guys,
Do a
in the thing,
s-
the players descend into a plain square room.
Okay.
It's
Is there anyone in there?
I look
I mean, there's
around.
another map for it, but you guys are now on 2 maps, so.
I like the candle of truth.
No, your candidate truth's already burnt out.
Alright, having failed, I reluctantly
Oh.
follow them down the stairs.
Yeah.
No, I have a tinder box.
I investigate the plain square room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you guys are downstairs, could you please flip to the next page?
Ah, sweet. We've
Dun,
already
dun, dun,
accomplished so much.
Next
Because it's lit, right? You said it's lit.
Oh, it's lit.
That is a square room. It is
Didn't
anything.
make it into the chimney.
If that's a square room if I've
No
ever
chimney
seen
for
it.
you.
Oh, that
No
must be
chimney for you. Alright.
Yeah,
Sorry.
follow the chimney, it's okay.
I know exactly what's happening here.
You guys start on the left side. Far left. Or
This
the
one?
Other side.
that one.
That's
Yeah.
the one we've been waiting
There's more.
That's the one.
I'm guessing this is a tunnel, guys, because from the last campaign, that was a tunnel.
It was a tunnel.
Well, like it's a tunnel that attaches to like another house or something. But I mean, that's
That's
just
where he got
based
us.
on that's based on what she did last game.
So wait, is it dark inside that space?
No, it's
This
like-
is light. Where was the light coming from?
The light came from in here. It's well lit. There are torches on the side of the walls.
I start taking the torches.
Something that you immediately notice is there are two people with their backs to you in mid-conversation with someone down the next set of stairs.
Can I yell, hey, stop right there?
Yeah.
So,
Really not at the other house.
You know?
He came back, so
can
we
you
could
please
change the
put these
map.
two things on the top of the stairs there?
Yes, can I yell at these people, hey, stop right there?
I attack one.
You open your mouth and horrible screaming noises come out.
Excellent. That's more or less the same thing. So,
All right,
They turn around and laugh. They are now looking at you and very aware of your
I refuse
They
to
don't
close my
seem,
mouth.
they don't seem to immediately do anything.
all right. They seem like they're enemies. Let's fucking kill these motherfuckers.
Let's calm down.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Dang it!
You don't own either of those objects. I know what's in your inventory.
I asked them who they are and what they're doing in this
Who's
basement.
your dad?
I close my mouth.
Roll for persuasion.
Look.
Well, hello there.
Why are we hanging in the basement instead of the upper floors of our houses?
We can say that we're from
Who was
Donatello.
Donatello.
Ooh, we did say
Who was
that.
what?
That was
Ask them
saying.
what their names are.
Who said anything?
Who said what?
We're saying that we're from Donatello or whatever.
Yeah. We're friends with Donatello.
Okay. So you're saying that you're here from Donatello. They look at you,
The
they
guy,
laugh, but they don't say anything
the
else.
merchant.
Can I
They
close
laugh,
my
but they
mouth?
don't
Don't
say
tell us
anything.
right now.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I have my mouth closed so conversation can happen.
They laugh
You
again.
close your mouth. The loud screaming stops.
Wait, hold on.
It doesn't reverberate around the freaking wall.
Oh my god. Okay.
So what do we ask these guys?
We said we're from Donatello and they laugh and don't say anything else.
Ah, okay.
So,
Okay, I asked them what their names are.
They don't answer you. They just smirk.
Even if I ask them in Orcish.
Oh, screen.
You ask them in Orcish. They don't speak Orcish.
I don't know what they speak.
Alright,
I
speak Elvish.
I
What's their
unsheathed my battle axe and shield and told them that if they don't answer to us, we're gonna kill them.
So first of all, you say what to them in Elvish?
I say, what's going on, guys?
They laugh and respond in Elvish. Why don't you come over here and find out?
Oh shit!
Diplomacy, I saunter up to them. Alright, and I'm gonna roll for sauntering. It's a natural 17. And through my swagger walk, you know,
Could you also roll a DC 10 reflex save?
I'm gonna walk back out of the cellar.
Roll reflex, so D20. That's not a D20.
Not dealing with this.
you said, wait, do you want me to roll a d20? for the
Yeah, roll a
reflex?
D20.
If he's not, never mind.
Roll a D20.
Natural 9, baby. Wait, what do I add to it?
Reflex, or your reflex save if you have it, and your.
Where would I find that?
It should be in saving throws above skills.
Saving throws. Oh, I mean, I don't see anything for reflex there. It just says strength, dexterity, constitution.
That means you don't get a bonus for reflex. So you didn't notice the trip rope underneath your feet, and you fall flat on your face, taking 4 points of damage.
No, but I attacked them. I ran and.
Oh, I hadn't even gotten to you yet. I was finishing his action first. You haven't moved.
Well, you're
Although
gonna
you're about to have to
fall.
roll the same thing. So roll for reflex.
7.
That's also the wrong die.
We're gonna die here.
You need a 20. That's not your 20.
You're using a
Oh, you're 20. Okay, got it.
So that's a good roll for a 12.
Has he been using the wrong dice this whole time? No, probably
2.
Roll you fall as well, poor George, and you take 4 points of damage. You are now also prone, meaning you're lying on the ground.
Okay.
I start whistling while I'm outside.
You leave. You're
Yeah.
outside.
I get the battle axe out and I slowly approach them, fighting stance.
Okay. You're aware of the trap's there, so you're able to dodge it. Everyone roll for initiative. So, everyone take a d20.
9.
13.
They tied for 1.
17.
I got an 8.
6. I'll be the last.
No, you're not the last.
One at a time.
So I don't know how they decide between the two of them who goes last, but I got an 8.
You wanna go
got
last?
a 7.
13.
You look at your
What do you get?
Slightly ahead of me.
18.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
No, actually, we don't know what the monsters rolled, so fuck. And we're lying on the ground. So I'm gonna need one turn to get up. I'm gonna actually get up. Shit.
Can you attack on your way up?
How small is this room? Like, what are the dimensions of
It's so each
5.
block is about 5 feet, so it's a pretty damn big room.
it? Okay, it's a big room. Fuck. Stay close
alright,
to me,
so-
everybody, and we can win this. So I've got an ability.
So, I need everyone's initiative 1 by 1, please.
So George 9.
Alright, Case.
6.
Heather.
13.
Mark.
Where do you see initiative?
Then
Roll,
Oh, whatever.
roll your
roll.
d20,
Oh,
Plus
okay,
the
sorry.
thing that says
and then
initiative.
plus the thing that says initiative
So
on it.
8.
Yeah.
So my roll plus
Mark.
the initiative.
Yeah, 8.
Right, you're 8. And then George.
3.
Good rolls, guys. So, none of you go first.
1.
Great.
One of the so the Gobo, whatever his name is, the blue guy, the blue guy, move him forwards towards you guys, where you're all kind of backed into the stairwell right now. Except 2 of you aren't in the stairwell. 2 of you like halfway through.
How close is
The
that?
2 who tripped are like halfway through and fallen over.
So which one are you?
I'm the white guy.
How close is the new guys?
You can't just say you're the white guy.
Sorry, the white person figurine.
So where's Gobo moving to?
So he's moving towards the white figurine,
But how close?
and he pulls out his.
How close?
Dagger.
Like right next to.
Okay.
How close am I to the white guy?
Bring his character up. And he pulls out his lance and
Is that what they call it?
strikes at the prone character.
Now I've got a question.
And hits.
Wait, hold
I
on.
got a shield
I have
and chainmail. Does that
No. I have a question. So I have an ability called Protection Style. So when a creature attacks a target within 5 feet of you that's not you, you can impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yes, where are you?
I am literally 5 feet
You're
away.
prone, so you can't do it right now.
Okay, that's what I
You're able to get up your
Is
next
that
turn.
ability something I
Then
can only use once, or is that like anytime anyone gets in 5 feet of me, it's a disadvantage?
one time.
Okay, it doesn't say that here at all. It doesn't say that here at all.
I might have just written it like shit.
Level
So
1.
come over.
Is it level 1 or a cantrip?
It's neither.
It's not you. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. Just whatever.
So I can just use that as many times as I want?
Yeah, as long as they're in 5 feet of you and attacking somebody else, and
then I'm not-
and you're not prone
Okay.
or bound or,
any
otherwise incapacitated.
movement impairment, I guess?
Yeah, you can't be incapacitated in any way.
Can we like intervene and stop this attack somehow?
Yeah, can we do anything? Or do we have to wait till our turn?
Guys, the
You're
pizza's
now
gonna be
you're not
ready,
on a
so-
turn basis, so
Okay.
you guys are not able to do anything.
Can we take a pizza break?
So he does successfully hit
There.
for
What? No, it's fine. I got it. Sure. I'm gonna put on my card so I bet.
1 damage.
Yeah, no.
So
1 damage. 2
Kevin, you
damage.
just took 1 damage.
I just took. Oh, okay.
That was a
My-
D12 too, so you got really
I
lucky.
can't really leave right now because I'm engaged in combat. But let me know when we take a pause and I'll go get the pizza.
Yeah, how about after this? Well, wait.
We can do it
Do you
right
have to pick it up?
Well, I'm picking it up, yeah.
Might as well just do it now, and we can just have some
Cliffhanger.
delightful
Pizza.
rhetoric. I have the order of the players and everything, so it's not really a big deal.
Should I? Okay.
I'll go to the man.
Do I hear the clash?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you choose to ignore it?
No, I walk back down.
Okay.
I wasn't. Did you put me down for initiative? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me, so.
No, I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
I was literally scrolled 1 past you on the list.
Yeah, that's
Not because you were outside, I just straight up.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
You're just going to be last in initiative
That makes sense.
because you were upstairs.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Awesome.
So.
Alright.
So now we all hear the clash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something sharper than that.
I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, I'm gonna get the pizza.
Yeah.
Or should I wait? I don't know.
Just Just go get it. Just go get it right now. Get it dealt with.
My friend just sent me a gif of Austin Powers saying "Nerd Alert," and I'm like, "You are correct, sir."
All right, dear viewers and everyone, there is some pizza getting thing happening right now, so we're taking a brief break in the middle of this combat. For those of you who have missed some stuff, we have been to the town of Lesser Tormund. We learned some cool things, talked to some merchant, did some investigations, arrived at the town of Shia, and have found our way into what appears to be a secret base. Ooh, and that's where we're leaving off for a little bit. We're going to be back in a few minutes as soon as we get the pizza and people can eat and play at the same time, because I'm the only one who needs to be able to talk the entire time. So,
your job is
life is good. There's a lot of things that happen. Yeah, see, pizza break is best break. And we'll leave the stream on. Fuck it. Life is good.
While we eat pizza.
While we eat pizza. I don't even care. You'll
How many people are watching?
I'll probably, since I'll put this on YouTube after, I'll probably just cut this section because it does not need to.
How many people are watching?
11.
Nice.
So that's probably what will happen. But it'll be great in the meantime. So how you been doing? Let's have a podcast.
Do you want me to tell you all about my life right now?
Tell me all about your life. Tell me about your architecture life. We're having a podcast.
Well, I'm in the middle of school and work, so I've been doing zero architecture, which is pretty fun. But I went to the Banksy exhibit on Tuesday. It was cool.
I really wanted to go to that.
It was cool.
Wasn't some pieces stolen from it?
One piece was, and it's funny because you can like totally tell which one it is because there's that piece and then 2 other pieces, but each of them have 3 additions, so it's like a 9x9 grid of this art. But the one that was stolen, there's one of them gone, so they had to move it, so it's like 2 pieces and then 3 and then 3, so you can like totally tell. But
it's amazing. I love that.
It was good, but like the tickets were like $45, and it's a really small exhibit. Like we did it in like half an hour, so it's kind of like it was good, but
it's a little pricey for the cost. Yeah, I can see that.
But it was quite fun. It was my friend's champagne birthday.
Ooh.
So I went over to her place because my friend Caitlin, that you know Caitlin, she's like living on her couch for the time being. So I like went over there and was hanging out with them all day, and we were like drinking mimosas all day, and then we go to this exhibit, and then we went for like tacos after, and then like back to Sid's place to just like keep drinking. So we had like this huge fucking pitcher of sangria with so much rum in it. I was like so drunk by like 6 p.m. It was
That's the exact way to do it. So we just had our holiday company party here, for summer solstice, and it was a fucking shit show. So we started at 4 and ended at 9.
Nice.
And I had the entire cocktail list. It's all open bar. Entire cocktail list.
Oh, is this when you were at Mascot?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where I keep posting the photos from.
Yeah.
George, who's playing with us. George is sitting over there.
Yeah.
Is actually the photographer.
Cool.
For our company. So half my Instagram photos are just him.
I went there once and I was just like, I don't know. It was like the music was so incredibly loud that I couldn't even hear my friends like on the bench next to me.
Where was this?
At Mascot on the rooftop. But I did like the views. It was kind of cool, like being in the middle of all the buildings. As always.
Amazing.
And like you guys had a summer solstice party. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it was, and I got so screwed that I went home, invited my boyfriend over, woke up, didn't expect him to see him there, and freaked out. I was like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you in my bed?" Oh, no, I can see my texts now. Now I get it. Okay.
We did a bonfire or like a fire on the beach for solstice. So we like watched the sun go down, and then randomly people were doing fireworks like on the beach.
Shit.
So it was like really fun. So we ended up like watching fireworks for like an hour.
That's good.
That sounds good.
But it was a good day. It was like chill. Had a couple drinks by the fire. We did a little bit of like yoga by the water for solstice.
So for those of you who don't know on stream, Canada Day is coming up, which is our big celebration of all things Canadian.
You have to wear red and white or else you can't go in public.
Yeah, you gotta wear red and white. There's actually a law in place where you have to wear red and white in Canada. And
They
so
pick
that's
up
coming
colorful
up on
transients.
Sunday, July 1st. And so I'm going to start asking people about their Canada Day plans. So chat, please tell me what your Canada Day plans are for this Sunday, and we'll tell you ours. I'm stuck with my family. It's supposed to be like 40 degrees Celsius outside, and it's going to There's going to be a lot of people I haven't seen in a while who are going to be like, I haven't seen you since it was this big. And it's like, shut up, Sarah. You saw me last week. And that's going to be my whole weekend. How is your Canada Day going to go, Heather?
I might go to the beach. That's all I got so far.
It's not only Canada Day, it's also my mother's birthday. So we're doing barbecue.
That is also excellent.
Cooking steak and getting her like a sketchbook, because that's what you get mothers for their birthday.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what will you be doing for your Canada Day?
Do we have to talk like this, by the way?
Yes.
I love it. I want her to talk like this forever.
This is how we podcast.
Well, this is my day.
Podcast like this.
Hi, guys.
I also gesture and smile at all times.
It's very natural. Very natural. Okay, so what are you doing for your Canada
I'm
Day?
going to Prince Edward County.
Okay, you win so far. Are you gonna go to a
Alright.
wedding?
That's it. With my girlfriend and kids. And then go to the beach. Something.
That sounds really
That
nice.
sounds really nice.
Yeah, that's
We might see each
awesome.
other. You're both going to the beach.
Kevin, tell us about your Canada Day.
I'm going to London, Ontario.
Very important clarification in that one.
So let's say better the two London.
There's
Not
London,
many.
England, and there's
There's some.
London, Ontario. London, Ontario is,
We also have a
What?
Paris.
oh, we also have a pair, do we?
Yeah.
Where?
It's like southwest, I think. I don't really know.
Canada loves naming our towns, our like shitty towns. that we
Newcastle.
visit after like real places in Europe. It's really
We did drop the upon time though.
great.
It was for the settlers who didn't really want to be away from home. So
Yeah.
they named it the same. Hopefully it was good enough.
So Canada actually last year had its 150th anniversary of it being a country.
Shit, that was fast.
Do you
Yeah,
know-
that was last year.
Do you know what it's younger than? Hudson's Bay Company.
Yeah.
Hudson Bay Company is owned by the States now as
Yeah.
an American company.
One full circle.
It's younger than the city of Toronto.
So educational. All this.
Oh, we're teaching things. Hey,
Every stream.
it's
you go.
an
We're
educational
teaching.
podcast for our stream, but we wait to get back to Dungeons and Dragons. I hope everyone wanted to learn some things.
We have some
We're getting some
fantastic
education.
tomfoolery and then that.
Hello, Twitch. It's me, your boy.
Oh man, tell us about your Canada Day plans.
This
It's
must
me, your boy Mark, back with the pizza. Subscribe, like, comment, share this video. Pound that. I want to see if I can get that hit my nipple. I want to see if we can get 200 likes. Can we smash that like button?
You really
You
have
actually
YouTube
don't like-
fuckboy like down.
You don't like live Twitch videos. Although I will be on YouTube in the future.
I have no idea how Twitch works. to be honest.
You're live right now.
So you can, you actually can't subscribe to me because I'm not an affiliate, but you can follow me. When I become an affiliate, which I'm actually really close to doing, then I'll have a subscription button. I know, right? And people can donate and stuff like that, or that's how Twitch works mostly. GDQ's going on right now, which is Games Done Quick, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, they had Paper Mario on recently.
I was just watching it. I was watching it at work instead of doing work. I got nothing done today.
She said it at work.
After the summer.
Yeah, I'm at my office right now, by the way. Like, they're just okay with me inviting in a couple strangers and just running.
It's after hours.
Yeah, but they like the guy who founded the company does it all the time. Brings in like Logan and everyone to make music and shit.
I mean, if you're like renting a space, like
Yeah, this is the free throw room. So I'll get some plates for.
Wait, does one of them actually get pineapple?
where do they play
Yes.
music in this office?
Why?
There's like
No, I love
acoustics,
pineapple.
but
That's beautiful.
Well, we have speakers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty great when we do play music at the office because it's usually every time we get a new contract or a new like we win a
You're
win
the
a
client.
contract. Yeah, win a client or a project. We'll play All I Do Is Win, and we did that today actually because we just won a new client. And on every Friday at 4 p.m. we play Rebecca's Black Friday.
Yeah, you do.
On full, and then everyone starts drinking from the
Did you
beer fridge,
mention
which
the
you have
career
all been
page?
introduced to the beer fridge.
Mention the career page.
Oh yeah, the career page, the one that I'm all over, and that hasn't been released yet.
Oh.
Oh man, so we're hiring for
Okay.
our company right now. Does anyone want to work for a tech consultancy in one of
Is your
basically
like your
anything?
face is all over? Like
Also my face is all
Oh,
over.
wait,
There's like
wait.
this section that says people you'd want to work with, and I'm on it.
And
I'm
it's
one
you?
of those people you want to work with. Oh man, okay, let me look up my.
I want to see this really
Okay,
bad.
so they let me write my own
$1
description.
Oh, that was was a mistake.
So let me look up my description for you of what they let me write for the career page because it's pretty great.
What did we
They let her write her own description of her person.
For the career page.
Is this the woman? The women?
No. This is like they're updating the career page for.
Did they get a quote from you?
Yeah, so they put some people on who are like people you might get to work with, and I was one of the people.
Oh, yeah,
and so they let me write my own description, and it's Masters of Machines and Baroness of Boudoir. Lindsay is a live wire around the office. Also going by the name Rick, this fine lady spends her time as a team lead on the back-end engineering team and teaching machine learning to anyone interested. On the side, she's a dancer, the dungeon master for her office, and always down for a drink. I describe myself like I'm on The Bachelor.
I'm so happy.
And I asked her, I was like, all right, here you go. And she's just like, it's perfect. And I saw it. I saw like the preview of the page recently, word for word.
Excellent.
Didn't change any of it.
Well, yeah, we have that page live, I think.
Yeah, it's
No, not the new career page. Do we? Do we have
Yeah,
the new
I
career
think
page on?
we put it on. It's on.
Well, it wouldn't be Lee, it would be Nick.
No, there's not the. Okay,
I'm gonna
excuse me.
send
While I
this to
look
my
up
mom.
the
Lindsay.
Yeah, you gotta go to civility intersect / I want my job.
careers. Like I know when we updated careers, but I didn't think that we had the like finished. Why is there just? Why do when I Google Civility intersect, the John Madden appears, but nobody else? Look at this. Look, it's a Civility intersect. This careers company.
I can't answer.
John Madden.
I can't give you the answer.
He's our head of strategy.
It's not as exciting, so I won't really tell you. Just keep going.
I really enjoyed that when I put this in like my
you.
calendar
That's
and
one
I
you
like
know,
put
that's
like the location.
Yeah.
The picture that comes up is the horse that's in
and
the
if you
floppy.
go to
Like not anything
if
to
you
do
go
with
up
the
to,
company.
like,
It's just the horse.
the one of like
Oh, the
Yeah, like the little banner that comes on my calendar. It's like the horse wearing like a crown. I'm like, okay.
Oh man, I love pictures.
Okay, cool.
What is the horse to person
there it is.
ratio here?
There's Ken.
Well, there's
Oh,
that
there's my
one right
rabbit, yeah.
there.
Yeah, there I am.
There you go.
Yeah, they did let me keep it. Never mind. I'm just gonna post this in my chat.
Post what?
In my Twitch
bio.
chat. Yo, does anyone want to see me as a
Professional career.
at a thing? So yo, I just posted
Look, I
this
have
is
a
my
job and
company.
things.
Yeah. Whoa.
Scroll down to the bottom where you'll see people you'll want to spend time with, and then just scroll left or right between them, and everyone just gets to look at Kevin's ass again.
Yes, right there.
Oh yeah, we just
baby.
got to that point with the delay.
Out of curiosity, what's the stream name and why isn't it his ass? Also, I don't know any of your names. I'm Jack, by the
Are
way.
there more than one?
Yes.
Zero people.
Now you guys say me with me, right?
Oh yeah, you missed
I'm
it.
not sure what the number is. Lindsay, how many viewers do you have?
Oh, that's nice.
Is it anywhere between
Less than
3
zero?
and...
It is.
How can you have less than 0 viewers? That means someone had to have died while watching.
Amazing. We haven't lost any viewers yet, even though we're eating pizza and talking about Canada today.
Eating
So
pizza
that's
is
kinda too
pretty great.
bad. Eating pizza is pretty great. Who doesn't want to watch a crowd of people eat a
Yeah.
bunch of pizza?
Especially people that are on a diet, you know.
And a person to die too, going down the stairs.
Well, you have to remember, pizza is so good that the pizza has repeated twice.
The food's so nice they need it twice.
Yeah. That's the one. The much more eloquent way of saying that.
But that's about couscous.
So now people are.
Oh boy, I can't believe it. I'm actually here. Oh, and they put that picture of me with the glasses looking snarky as shit. I'm so happy.
Correct. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
So where were we?
Oh yeah, getting kicked
You
out.
were in the midst of getting stabbed with a lance, I believe.
So it goes.
Oh boy, okay.
Somebody touched that.
We're,
But it was still a point of damage, so I don't think it was a big deal.
I'll let everyone eat pizza for a few minutes and then we will get back to it, I guess. So we're on like a 5-minute warning for getting back to Dungeons and Dragons for my dear friends on stream here.
Should we do introductions of people?
Oh
now that
yeah,
you're
we can
halfway through?
introduce people. Let me introduce people.
I'm
And then wait. I'm going to introduce everyone. I'm going to give your name, your actual name. You introduce your character and tell us a zany fact about yourself. All right. So everyone,
Ourselves or our characters?
either, and we'll try to guess which one it is.
Okay.
We will start with Kevin, whose face is filled with food.
I was gonna say I need to think about this for a second.
Okay, no, I'm good. I can go.
Okay.
Wait, I want to go around the circle. Otherwise, I'm going to get confused.
You
I
can
can't,
just start the
I
circle
can't
with
chunk
me.
that much information.
Just start the circle with me.
Fine. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mark. This is Mark with the intersect hat on.
It looks like a penis.
It kind of doesn't look like penis. It's
So when I was
actually.
giving it out at the house, so Lucy came up with Mark, I have to get rid of these hats. So I
pretty
went up to
valid.
random people at the holiday party, at the summer party, and I was trying to give away the hats. And this girl turns to me, she's like, "Why are you giving away a hat with a dick on it? Is it because it's Pride this weekend?" And I was like,
So
"No, but
is that the fun fact about you?
Could you please do us a favor?
That you
Take
have a
off the
penis
hat and show it to the audience.
Zoom.
oh,
That's
Just everyone do manual zoom. All right, so we're gonna look at the hat here. As you can see, it's
It's
supposed to
quite
be
phallic.
it's a rocket ship, but
But
it is a touch phallic.
Space shuttle.
It's pretty, yeah.
it's pretty. If you didn't know and you can't really see it, like from a distance, is that a dick?
that is full on cock and balls.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, this is what happens when you shrink a rocket down.
Be proud. Yeah.
So hi, I'm playing the role of Damien Fist Punch. Not sure really if that's a special attack of his, if I should just be not using the weapons I have, but you know, we'll improvise as we go. And one zany fact, oh boy, you know,
Oh, also, Kevin, one of my viewers likes you best. You are.
Is there a rating already?
The favorite of a viewer named Boxless.
Yes, that's my best friend. Hi, from Montreal. Hello.
cool.
Except you were just described as French guy in the stripes.
Yes.
So there you go. One for you.
Yay.
It is agreed that it does look like a dick from the distance.
That's my zany fact. You know what?
All right, so that was Mark.
Yeah.
Let's learn a little about George here in the corner. George, tell us
Lean
your
in.
character and something zany about yourself.
I'm playing Bartholomew Garble. They got the best name ever.
Upset at that, it sounds.
Zany fact.
A zany fact.
Only zany about me.
You had time to prepare, man.
I did, it's true.
Yeah, you had a whole mark. to
I am
do.
astonishingly bad at introductions and conversation in general.
What?
All right, well that's some people's definition of zany. We move on to Kevin.
I am George Laringer, a human paladin. That graduated early, right?
It's pronounced Paladin.
No, he graduated on time. Here's 4 years. 4 years.
4 years.
His friend Annie Solid High graduated a year early.
So yes, so 4 years. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's not paladin.
No?
No.
Paladin.
It's
Aladdin's
Paladin.
other.
Yeah, it's Paladin.
Palladium.
Yeah, it's
It's like
Paladin and Paladin.
Have you guys ever met Philip, who comes? He used to work for Dub Dub, and he comes around the office
Philip
sometimes.
Stout?
I have not.
No.
He knows it.
Oh my god, we all know him.
There's a Philip who comes by the office, and I met his brother, and his brother's name is Dillip. Shit you not. Yes, it is. I made him show me his license.
Have you met his parents?
No way.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Philip and
That
Dillip.
sounds like someone misread the birth certificate.
And the thing is, they're not like twins or something. Like they had time to come up with a name that wasn't Dillip.
The parents were really tired when they wrote it down.
Listen, man, they
Or like they tripped and, like, a line
streamlined the
got
naming
extended.
process.
Dillip.
They had a third child, Zilla.
Anyway, tell us a zany fact about yourself, Kevin.
A fun fact about myself: I'm French, from France.
That's not
That's enough.
So zany.
That's enough.
All right,
Explains everything.
Okay.
Jack. Doesn't work here.
That's my zany fact, by the way.
Some more things about him.
My character is Lisi Hertbro. As her character, she wants to be a mother by any means necessary.
Literally any means. It's really what our campaign is centered on.
That's why we're stealing babies. I have no idea what's
As
happening.
an actual zany fact about myself, I'm doing a whole bunch of Sudokus right now for the interest of art.
Oh, that's true. I got the picture. It's a little like I'm pretty nerdy, but
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. I'm up to 12 of 25.
Very good.
Oh.
all right. This is Case. Case does actually work with me.
Yeah. We worked on Dub Dub. and
Yeah, we worked
some
literally
other
on
stuff.
projects together.
Northbridge. I'm Annie. I'm really good. My highest skill is singing. I'm Paladin too. Zany fact. I was born from a missionary in Indonesia. That's my zany fact.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cool fact.
Whoa.
I was gonna say you look like the kind of guy who was born from a missionary in Indonesia.
I didn't want to say it though. I felt weird. Too want to jump the gun.
Is it too much? Oh, man. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna send you
What's up? I'm Lindsay, also Kyrie. I'm normally the person who's on the stream.
Also Rick, apparently.
Also Rick.
Yeah.
Lindsay, Kyrie, Rick. I have a lot of names.
How did that
In
happen?
this case, I'd probably be Kyrie, and I'm also the dungeon master. And,
She's also Rick. So.
I'm just
And Lindsay, let's not. So she's all four. She is the omnipotent.
a lot of things. And I'm running this D&D right now on this channel. And zany fact about me, I've told this story before, but I trapped a greased up male gay stripper in a bathtub for kicks once. Like
You said that really quickly. Do it again.
Can you slow that down? Elaborate.
I trapped a greased up male gay stripper in a bathtub because I thought it would be funny and I wanted to see if he could get out.
And
He did eventually.
Eventually.
There's a big story.
My only curiosity about this story is the depth of the.
It wasn't a very deep tub.
Okay.
It's like a regular tub.
Okay.
Heather.
Because the difference between like a couple feet.
Damn it, Jack, you had your turn.
Okay, my character is Borkern Moonstalker. I'm a sorcerer. Unlike me, this guy did get his Hogwarts letter, forever regret. And zany fact about me, I helped Lindsay when she was born.
Yep, true. Heather's not my biological sister, but has been in my life for all of it, so it's pretty much family.
3 out of 4 of our parents went to high school together in Montreal.
I feel like
Yeah.
you were a Hufflepuff.
No.
No.
Rude.
Damn. I'm a Hufflepuff. Okay? I'm
Sorry.
still disappointed in it.
Very rude.
You
Hey.
didn't say Slytherin at least.
MC, you are also welcome to introduce yourself if you want, and I will relay.
I enjoy your God no, because, yeah. I'm more of a Slytherin than a Hufflepuff, for sure.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
I got Hufflepuff.
I'm gonna use
in
the
this
washroom,
story.
be right back, and introduce us to you. We're gonna start up.
Hooray. After we're gonna have face down.
We're not sponsored, by the way, despite the pizza logos.
No.
Facing the camera.
No, they're
Yeah.
sponsoring us.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it's either that or Dick Cat. So
This Twitch is sponsored by
Dick Cat.
Dicks.
It's pizza with that real good with some
You want it on everything. Even
How
on
many
pizza.
viewers can we lose for Lindsay in the period of time she's gone?
Let's look at her notes.
Her billions of Google Docs that are open.
Let's flip the map over, fellas. Let's do it.
I don't know if that'll really tell us much.
Oh, it'll tell.
It
Yeah,
won't.
it'll tell something.
They're filled in.
There's a square.
Yeah.
The mystery continues.
I think the only thing that will get us to the end of this campaign is the luck.
Ingenuity win.
Yeah.
Also, we have a lot more pages to flip, so we're not getting out of here ahead of time. Remember when she said this campaign was going to take 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But I guess.
Well, I mean, if this guy wasn't so intent on getting a damn baby.
You know what?
This game, everything takes like a lot longer.
Yeah.
It like immediately starts off with total nonsense.
First of all, the mother. Then after that, the film
Okay.
stops.
I was.
Then me.
He's really living through his character, though. Like,
You know what it
can't
is?
fault him for that.
My character is chaotic good, and I rolled a die for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Let's go.
And the nature of my d20 is I only roll 1s or 20s. So I rolled level of chaos and I got 20. I rolled level of good and I got like 3.
So you're
born. So what does a 3 good mean?
A 3 in good means I only do minorly good things. So it's like if I have band-aids on me, I'll give it to you have wounds. But I wouldn't necessarily, like if I caused the injury, I wouldn't necessarily, I'd be skittish about it.
He's not bad or neutral, but only barely.
I'm just a little bit good. Yeah.
He errs on the side of good.
I donate to charity only if there's like, I get a t-shirt or something.
I like it. I like that you rolled for all of them. Like you just let the dice determine all of your decisions.
That's that's when I get maximum chaos. That's what I do. Is pretty much just let my dice decide what I do. So.
It's a dangerous way to live, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Big
Alright.
Bang Theory episode where he just rolls everything?
Okay, let's kill.
I did that
Yeah,
once as a
something.
joke at work. It's not a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea at all.
Welcome back
My
to
turn,
When
the
you're selecting sensors,
Yeah, I think it's
not a
Casey's
good
turn.
idea.
welcome back to the wide world of Dungeons and Dragons. When we just left off, our players had just found their way into a secret area, a lot bigger and a lot deeper than they expected it to be.
Yeah, face plant down on the floor.
They entered a room, screamed at some guards, and then two players face planted on a trip rope.
George.
We began combat. One of the guards has attacked one of the downed fellows, and we now continue forward from here.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Okay,
And
start.
we're going to start.
Yeah, you should be happy to
Well, I'll do
get
MCs
purple and
first.
everything on the ground.
MC wanted to introduce himself, so I'm going to give him first. Because he's been around. His actual name's Adrian. Known Lindsay for 3 years, which he has. Doesn't have a D&D character yet, but is getting his first dice soon. And he has a zany fact that even though he's German, he prefers wine over beer.
Who is this?
Yeah!
He's a follower
Wine
of
over
my
sex!
this time.
Nice.
It depends on the circumstance, sir.
Go Reds! That's right! Yeah. Yikes.
We resume into combat, and next off is.
It's not me.
Wait, Case, what did you roll?
6.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Heather, it's you.
Oh, just put it back.
Okay, I wanna cast Ray of Frost because I don't want this guy to attack us.
Ray of Frost can hit multiple enemies.
Oh fuck.
Okay, then let's go on both of them. Can I do that?
What?
It's
If we're in like the same space as each other.
It's aimed like a
So
cone,
don't-
so they have to
So
be
don't
within
do
the
that.
cone.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your friends are also nearby.
Yeah.
Well, friends.
Can I do a different one?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Can I do shocking grasp?
Yeah, you have to touch them.
So can I run forward and do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Does she trip?
Well, you guys are now.
No, because I know where the wire is.
Yeah.
We made it very, very quick.
She's been clumsy.
I got a 2.
Ouch.
Let me remember how magic works. Can I read your sheet for a sec?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Do.
I feel like you're going to shock yourself. Something like that.
Typically, you have to do
Decide to strike a cool pose before touching them. Put your hands across and zap yourself.
Yeah, it works like an attack, so you do not hit.
Yeah.
You try to grab him, then your hand slips off.
Pathfinder.
I'm sorry, guys.
We
Damn.
move on to. Okay, so that was Heather. Now we're on to Kevin. George Laringer.
Alright, you gotta get up.
Did you roll a 1? So I thought it
Does
was
getting up cost, getting up uses all your movement.
Right, did I put you down as the wrong person? Did you get a 2?
I think so, did that?
I have you down as a 10.
We rolled so
No, you rolled again because we realized you were rolling a D12. or something.
Yes,
Right!
that's why. Yeah.
Okay, so I get up,
No, that's for his
I take my javelin, and I pierce the
No, hold on.
It's a
You-
thrown
You
weapon.
attacked already.
No, we
No, I was the first.
How did you trip?
Who's on the ground again?
Because they like ran forward, but it was like
Kevin
before
and,
combat, I think.
Kevin, you need to use an action to get up, and then you can either attack or move.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get up,
Yep.
and then I get my javelin and pierce him.
Okay, so roll to hit.
D20, right?
Yep.
Little 1?
It's a 1.
It's a 1. You get up and try to roll your javelin. In the process, you trip yourself over the rope. You land on your javelin, taking
Oh, no.
1 point of damage.
It's fine.
You are also still prone, so you are on the ground again.
Could have been a lot worse. This didn't stab Marcus.
That was bad, 'cause I lost a lot. I took 4 hit points on that one rope trip, which is an obscene amount of hit points to lose.
Some rope trip hurt you more than the
Just to
stab.
let you know, I only have 4 health points
Yeah, that's
now.
your fault, buddy.
Out of 12.
Yeah, you landed chin first.
So you are now prone again because you fell back down.
Cool.
All right. Now we move into me. So moves up and also tries to hit George Laringer. And hit for
Natural 20.
I feel like this was
1 damage.
Ooh.
Take 1 damage.
I'm rolling high to hit, but low on damage, so you're lucky.
Yeah, you're getting real lucky here.
3 points.
Someone
Showing
should.
out close now.
Thank you for healing my.
I'm gonna slap you in the face again.
Is he resting and prone? Count as resting?
He's upstairs. It's not even in the room.
I walked back down.
No, he's with us.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
So we move on to doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
I think it's case now.
Damien Fist Punch.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, we stand this motherfucker up. Now he's up.
Yep. So you can attack someone in your area, or you can move. Can you
Right.
use an action to get up?
Use your skill or whatever.
Right, but could I use like an intimidation action?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use an intimidation action against
Roll for intimidate.
Master. I got a 12 plus 1 point of intimidation. What other skills? Good.
Charisma.
Charisma? So that would be +1, so 14.
He's not intimidated.
If anything, he's angrier.
All right.
That's my turn.
Now we move into Annie Solidhide. Case.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slash his face off. 2.
You
So
move,
quick.
move your character forward or get someone to move your character forward.
Oh my God.
Is this yours?
Yeah, that's
We're
mine.
doing
And
such garbage.
nothing happens.
Great.
So we move on to Bartholomew Garble.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do it, man. Lay the sign of
Am I the
death.
door still? I'm
Yes.
gonna take this extra dagger I found, the bloody one, and I'm gonna throw it at his eye.
Roll to hit.
No.
5.
You throw the dagger, so it's no longer in your inventory, but you miss. It skids across the ground and lands near the far end of the wall.
Dope.
Who has a knife to put on the table?
Last
I
but
thought he was
not
gonna
least,
hit me. So
Easy Heart Grab.
Just
You
throw that in
gotta
my
save
box.
the day. You gotta save the day, man.
Okay, I'm gonna take my great axe and use it as a great axe is used into someone's face.
As one does.
All right,
does.
roll to hit. Also,
All right.
you've used a rage. I would like to remind you of that.
I have.
Whose face are you doing?
Oh my god, the first double digits.
Plus 2 attack bonuses on AC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 14.
14, you do successfully hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, so
Yes.
that hits. Wow. But when I try to intimidate them, it doesn't work.
20.
11 damage.
See how.
11. Nice. Alright.
That's huge.
So, which one are you hitting?
I'm hitting the blue one.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you successfully
Is that this? Are you this?
Yeah.
cleave off his head, and he falls to the ground dead.
You make up for every silly.
Alright. My next plan, I'm gonna intimidate the shit. I'm gonna grab the head. When it's my turn, I'm gonna grab the head of his deceased comrade. I'm gonna like shake it in front of him, and I'm gonna say in Orcish, "Don't let this happen to you too."
That's very elfish.
I don't think they, yeah,
Oh, sorry, Elfish.
Yeah.
Because
Because I tried that and they said
Probably
they did
wins.
not
Let's
for
open
me.
the doors. We're going with you next.
I skipped my turn to market.
Don't make the same mistake as your friend. Hey.
Alright. So, now we move
It's like in Glorious
up
Bastards.
the order, and it goes to Bornkin Moonstalker. That's it.
Okay.
Stab him in the face.
Should I?
No.
Plus, you're the most in your hand and stab him.
Okay, yeah, I try to stab him with my dagger.
Oh.
Roll a hit.
But
D20.
it'll work.
Yeah. 8.
You do not successfully hit.
Do you have anything you add to that, or it doesn't matter?
I do not.
Alright, now we move from
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
No, I don't have anything
our
to do.
sorcerer to George Laringer. Kevin, he's on the ground still.
I wanted to just get the holy symbol in. Preach it our way. Back! no, I'm gonna take my battle axe and I'm gonna try to hit him and possibly just cut him in half.
Alright, so cleave with battle axe, go.
No one.
It's not good.
Not one.
So you just miss it.
Yeah, you
Wait,
don't hit.
four with my battle axe.
Great, you don't hit. You tried hard.
Okay. So pretty much I just go, I back out and of course I stood up, so now I'm standing up.
Alright, so now you're standing up. So you're not prone
Progress.
anymore,
That's it.
which is an improvement. So now we move on to our other guard. The other guard attempts to run away. So everyone who's near him gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
So anyone who's near him, roll out a d20.
Of course now it's 9.
8.
Great.
Nobody hits. He runs to the top of these stairs.
Okay.
just to the top, eh?
Yeah.
Who has a crossbow?
Me.
Who has a
Me
crossbow?
and crossbows. So
Yeah.
You guys can move about like 5 squares per turn, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Mine is it mine? Whose turn
And
is it?
now we move on to Union Fist Punch.
Cool. I'm gonna. Do I have to do anything with the crossbow? Can I just start taking?
You can just start taking shots.
Okay. Do I need to be in a certain range?
Yes, but you're in range.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna,
It's like-
going for the legs.
Okay, aim for the legs and roll.
Legs have been aimed
You
at.
really want to see his friend's head.
That's the move. Dude, that's the fucking move. 12.
You do not hit.
Really?
Oh!
So close. That's
So now we move
And I've
into
lost a crossbow. I only have 19.
Annie Solid Hide. Case.
Yeah, I run forward. I try again. This is mine. Okay.
Yep.
Can I hit?
Roll a hit.
What is this? 16.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, you successfully hit. Roll for
It
damage.
must have been off by the way.
That's
Yeah.
one D8.
Don't be a 1, don't be a 1.
What the fuck?
1.
What's the D8, man? Oh, this is D8. 4 plus 2 is 6.
You don't get to add your attack bonus. Your attack bonus is chance to hit, not damage.
Ah, okay.
So 4 damage.
4.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you do 4. He looks hurt. All right. So now we move from
Yeah.
Hayes on to Bartholomew Garble. George,
What up?
It's your turn, man.
you're up, buddy.
What'd you do?
Fuck him up. Well, you can't move that fast, so like it won't matter.
Pick up the head.
I like the stream just has
throw
this
it at
big
him.
like advertising for pizza pizza at the front now. Like, thanks guys.
Yeah. Do I, am I within range to use vicious mockery?
Note that when you
That's a
open your mouth, just
superpower.
horrible
Oh my
screaming
goodness.
noises come out.
Why is it
Alright.
Yeah, why is it still stuck on that?
Because you rolled a 1.
It's a curse. Alright. I have another dagger.
Maybe you can
I'm gonna
definitely
chuck it
hear
at it. I'm gonna go up 5 spaces and chuck it
You have
at
the
it.
Alright,
dagger.
roll, throw, dagger, roll for damage, or roll to hit.
Wait, what is he chucking at?
A dagger.
But he lost the dagger.
Yeah.
He's got multiple.
I have 2, man.
So then I don't need. So then this is marking where the dagger is skidded to.
Where one
but I just
dagger
need to keep it.
That's, yeah, he'll have to pick it back up again if he wants it.
Dope. Alright, I'm gonna move forward towards the group, however far I can, and then chuck a dagger
You
at
can move
his-
basically to the group.
Yeah.
I'll let you move to the group, yeah.
Dope.
You're raging on.
Yes.
Are we trying to like disarm him or kill him or what?
Well, I was gonna scare.
No, just disarm him so that we can.
Yeah, if we can get him alive, that would be better.
Okay, I'm throwing a dagger at his knee.
Alright, throw a dagger at me.
6. That failed.
You do not hit me. Dagger hits the top of the stairs and clatters down the
All
stairs.
right, we got. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put 2
So whose turn
daggers
is it
here.
now? Is it mine?
So we're moving on to Lizzie Harper.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Use die as needed.
Oh, lazy.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Go again, fellas.
David Jack, one job.
I know I have one job, and it's I know what my character does, and she looks for babies and smashes. So this opportunity is smash, so I'll run and
Okay.
do great axe things.
So move your character up, run after
I'm I'm here for
him
babies
and
smashing, and I'm
yeah.
all like-
put it up and roll a hit.
13.
You do not hit.
Ah.
Oh, so it is
Wow.
14. Wait, what's your attack bonus?
+2 and +2 on raging.
Did you already?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Rage to break down a door for some reason. It wasn't
Yeah.
that high a DC to break
No,
a
I
door.
know.
by the
I
way.
figured, but
Alright, so now we move on to
This is silliness.
Bornkin Moonstalker.
Okay, I aim my crossbow at this guy's knee. I want to shoot
why
him.
are we keeping the knee? Poor knees.
Fucking 2.
You definitely don't hit. You the crossbow bolt bounces down the stairs. So then we move on to
The dude.
George Laringer. Kevin.
I run to him and I slice off his feet.
Okay. Roll for slicing off his feet.
Fuck. That's graphic. He chuckles.
Natural 20!
So you hit.
Whoa.
When you roll for damage, take the number and double it, and then tell me it.
Okay. That math might be true.
Not a d20.
Not a
28.
d20.
Oh, no, just, which one?
19
You
times
use
2,
your battle axe?
38.
So
Kill him.
28.
Oh, 1d8.
This one is? Yeah.
Yep.
8.
Fuck.
Total.
Yes, 6.
Okay. So
Wait, we can roll
you manage to cleave off his feet, but he also bleeds to death and dies on the top of the stairs. His blood starts
God
to
damn
flow.
Can we staunch the flow?
George opens his mouth and lets out a blood-curdling war cry scream.
Then I still have to move my death.
I do a healing word, but I can't speak.
Then what I do is I take the head, give it to Mark.
Oh, I put the head in my.
What are you doing with the heads?
Dude, I take the bloody. No. I take the bloody head. and I
We're
put it in my
investigating a
inventory.
disturbance.
No, guys. I'm taking the bloody head.
We moved beyond that.
You guys are crazy.
Oh yeah, stealing babies is not crazy.
Hey,
I've added one
Look at my deck.
All right. So you guys
Get some
are
daggers.
Do we get experience?
now in this room. You gain experience, but since these are pre-made characters and you don't get them after this, you'll never get enough experience to level up in a single game. So it doesn't matter.
Can I pick up my daggers?
Yes, you pick up your dagger. You pick up your one dagger, the one that didn't fall down the stairs.
bloody head.
Yeah, so
The other dagger's down the stairs. The one dagger's on the wall. You can pick up the wall dagger.
I pick up the severed head and feet of the two different monsters. So now I have a pair of feet and severed head in my inventory.
All right. They do encumber you to some degree, so you're going to take a penalty to movement while you're holding them.
Okay, well, if I get rid of the feet, will I still be encumbered?
Have you tried skinning and putting the feet on your feet?
Can I roll for that?
Yes.
You have to make a chia pet.
Roll
with
for
the head and
survival.
feet.
I have survival. Wait,
Yeah,
why
roll
would I
for
need
survival.
Why would I need survival?
Because you're
What
skinny.
happens if you curse?
It's gonna take a while.
It's getting
We're going down the
The
stairs
feet.
meanwhile.
You slice
Oh,
your
I
head
see.
and you take that
I got a
head.
2, 3. I got a 3.
You just absolutely shred the skin on the feet. They're unusable.
Okay, but I still
You
got
don't get to wear
okay,
the
you know what? It's fine, because I've still got the bloody head, which isn't in my.
Okay, now that we have a clear path, I look at this other staircase. Is it dark? Do I need to light a torch?
So you look down the
It's going
next
down?
staircase. A winding. Down the stairs there appears to be more light.
Okay.
Can we search the bodies before we go?
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh yeah, you're right.
search the body of the head that was slain.
The one that is slain, you search the body and you find a lance. The one that he used to try to attack George Laringer earlier.
Good times.
I will take that lance.
You take the lance. It has a 1d12 slash.
Can I search the footless one for clues?
You find nothing else of interest. The footless one, you find 8 copper pieces.
I take it.
You take the 8 copper pieces.
Dope.
Okay.
Alright, Bart, follow
Split
you.
that, or can I just give them cash, or how does this work?
You do what you want. You're the one who has the cash right now. You can choose to tell him or not. Alright,
Can
Bart,
I give
follow
cash
you.
later? Yeah, somebody needs money, hit me up.
I don't know how much money we need. so
I
far.
investigate the room that we're currently in.
So roll for
Yeah.
perception.
11.
You notice that the trip rope that you already found on the ground. However, You also notice that on the far side, away from the staircase, there are some ropes hanging from the ceiling that seem to hold things that would clack if touched.
I pull on one of the ropes really hard.
They clack.
I support that decision.
But I want to know why they're clacking.
Go down the stairs.
They clack loudly.
I rolled a
As
20.
you
I support the decision.
Great. All right, so you pull the rope. It clacks loudly.
Okay.
Can harder.
The light is carried by a torch, right?
Can it fall?
Can I take one of the? I'll take one of the torches.
You take one of the torches.
Excellent.
It's easily pulled from the wall.
Great. Shall we carry forth?
Can we
Yes.
check the other torches for a secret passage?
All right. What?
And check the other torches, see if they're like switches for a secret passage.
Sure. Roll
So-
for investigation.
Investigation. What is that?
5.
I failed.
You find nothing of interest. The torches all seem to be standard torches.
Alright. Damn it, I had treasures. I'm sorry.
I start to descend the other set of stairs.
I have a torch. I do that as well.
I support those decisions that do not follow.
I stay up the stairs until it is safe.
Okay, you guys head down the stairs.
Yeah.
Remove your characters and switch to the
Alright,
next page.
My name is Lisa. Okay.
Your name is Lucy. That is correct. That is your name. That is your.
So I'm guessing where these stairs?
Can I pick up the dagger that fell at the bottom of the stairs?
Yes, that's where you start.
Alright.
You can pick
someone
up your
should
dagger
heal
now.
this guy.
Is this a table and chairs?
Yes, actually.
Most giant table I've ever seen.
The chairs are very small.
Shut up. I kind of winged it, okay? The players enter a room that is more L-shaped than the previous room.
Sorry, it's my job.
It's definitely more L-shaped. I can definitely.
Tucked in
agree
the
with
corner,
that.
you can see the outlines of a table and chairs, although it appears that nobody is on them.
Oh yeah.
You don't hear anything else interesting in the room or notice anything immediately.
I asked if there's anything interesting in the room, but I say that out loud
You say that out loud.
in character.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ask if there's anything interesting in the room.
I say snarkily, I don't know, we just got here.
Okay.
Can I open my mouth?
Yes.
Startle anything? Do I
Are you
roll
still-
startle?
No, you still make horrible screaming noises when you're.
Will anything in the room be startled by that noise?
You're not aware of anything in the room.
I will be.
Sure.
How do I check that? Is it? I don't know.
Roll
If I-
for.
Open your mouth
I
a
look
little
for
bit.
trip ropes. Another trip.
Okay, so you roll for perception.
Wrong die.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah. Here.
Wow, 19. Plus whatever I have is over 20.
All right, so you notice that there's an off-color tile somewhere in the middle of the floor.
Is
You
this
believe
an
that touching the tile will activate some sort of mechanism,
Okay.
but you're unclear as to what.
Okay, I warn my fellow travelers and I stay away from. I look up, like, if I see the mechanism.
Is there a chandelier above the tile?
I know my fellow travelers possibly will trap the.
It's right there.
touch it.
There's your off-color tile.
Yo.
Let's just go around it.
I used the head from Mark and I put it on
I
the.
knew it.
You do what?
I knew
I
it.
used the head from Mark and
step
I
back.
put it on that tile.
You put on this colored tile, but nothing seems to happen.
I think it needs
to
more
use-
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go.
No, I
don't
took my
think
severed
that's-
head back first.
Well,
I don't think it's something. I think it's nothing. Let's go. Around it.
Okay.
Let's check the table.
Stand around it?
No, around it we go.
Oh, walk around it, okay.
I agree with not stepping on the different colored thing.
As you walk up to the table, hidden in the corner are 3 men. There's still a poker game on the table, but they had clearly heard you earlier before and were waiting for you.
Did I startle them?
Which thing startled them? I'm not sure.
Alright.
I say hello. I say hello.
I take
Let's
my
put it on the
javelin.
One of them, as you round the corner, is right on the inside. All right, can you put these 3 guys kind of like one right in the corner, like this corner, like the inside?
Time's coming in handy.
Put Link in there too.
My brother business.
So Link should be like here. Yeah, right
Show the
there. Right
head. Show the
That's
head.
what I'm doing.
So the character that looks like Link
I don't have to get a shot of them.
steps out from the shadows to perform a,
Does not stand.
and immediately, who is a woman in blue outfit?
Me.
All right, and tries to shank you,
Oh no.
but does not hit. But it slides by you when she tries.
Can I play romantic music to set the mood for these guys?
Well, we have to roll for initiative, but when it comes to your turn, you can.
Alright.
So everyone roll for initiative.
Natural. 12.
14.
How do I
20.
Actually,
17.
What do I have for initiative on this thing?
So,
Plus two.
net-
Okay, so I'm at 18.
fuck, everyone rolls so much higher than me. Lindsay tends to roll high. It's very frustrating. Then we'll go in order and say what we got.
Alright, so now I need everyone's initiative. Also, if you get a 20, let me know it's a natural 20. So, Jack.
18.
Kevin.
20.
Natural?
Yeah.
20 nat. Case.
14.
God, we all
14.
rolled so high.
Heather.
17.
Mark.
12.
George.
18.
Wow, everyone rolled above 12.
Where was this in the last battle?
Do you want to come on stream? We have a bunch of people watching us live.
How
They
many,
can't see you though.
how many people are there, by the way?
No, we're down to
there.
5. We're down to 5. We're at 12 before.
Oh, we lost
We had
people.
20.
Probably because we
That's
stopped to
boring.
eat pizza.
It's reasonable.
It might be related.
It was very interesting pizza, though.
It was very interesting pizza.
They all got jealous and went to get their own pizza.
Yeah, cool.
Virtual pizza. My favorite. So what happens now?
Alright, so now we start initiative. There are 3 guys there who are clearly unimpressed that they're here. The one, which is the blue Zelda-like creature, yells at you to leave.
Who goes
We
first?
say, fuck that.
And who goes first is George Leringer, Kevin. Up to bat.
The 20s.
So you got a special
I
bonus.
take my battle axe and shield and try to slash the feet
Roll to hit.
of the red guy.
His
Like going for the feet, eh?
His patented move.
Of which character?
The crippler.
Tentamon.
Okay.
The red guy.
Yeah, Tentamon.
That's a mom, man, sure.
What's his name?
Yeah.
A 1? Come on, tell me you critically won. Critical initiative.
Is it a 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 1. Alright, so fucking 1 o'clock here. Let us.
I died now. It's only got 3 hot points left.
You stumble and she gains attack of opportunity against you.
Holy shit.
And hits.
Fuck. That's funny. Oh, you're dead, mate.
Well, I have 3 actually, because I have +2 for my.
Yeah.
For 12 damage.
12 damage. That's a lot.
Even at full health.
Oh
I died.
And she hits you at 12 damage. Technically, you don't die at 0 health. You're just in critical state.
Can you be saved?
So they can be saved if you raise their health above 0. Otherwise, they just continue dying for another couple turns, and then they'll drop dead eventually.
Okay.
So you currently don't have a
Perfect.
turn, but you are dying. And if you drop below
It's
negative your health, you're straight up just dead.
So we drop below what?
It's turns based your constitution modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your constitution modifier?
Look at the word
This should be
constitution.
+2, I think.
Yeah, yours is +2, so you have 2 rounds of being dead.
Before you die for real.
Yeah.
Unless your health
And if you
drops
die in the
below.
game, you die in real life.
Yes.
Yeah. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Fact.
Where do you see
You
that?
don't remember the procedure? I don't know.
Obviously, I explained that when we started the game, right?
no. Is what?
That when you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah.
No, you left out that little detail.
That's called real life. You just have to deal with that.
As the warrior of the group, I've actually
Where,
done.
where are you seeing this?
Alright.
Really?
If you see the columns that say your main stats, if you look at the third one, this is Constitution.
Mine is armor class, initiative, and speed.
Oh,
this thing.
yeah.
10.
There's you have
Zero.
+0,
Zero.
so you would have 0 rounds. So
Oh.
Someone would have to heal him pretty immediately.
yeah.
All right. So
I'm dead.
that didn't go well.
Ouch.
What's your take? Do you think these guys are too powerful?
And we move on to
Let's
Jack.
just get him.
Lazy Heartbrow.
I'm still raging? Yes or no?
No.
No.
You're rage ended.
Darn.
Well, you killed my friend
Kill my baby.
immediately, so I'm going to.
I still don't have a baby. I'm very upset.
I'm raging about the fact I don't have a baby, even though my friend's dying. But I'm going to go into an additional rage.
Your second rage?
My secondary rage.
Second last rage.
And commit. I have a lance this time. Can I dual wield a great axe and a lance?
No.
Okay, I'll use my lance this time.
Yeah.
And stab the fucker.
Alright, stab the fucker. Roll the hit.
Are you using this one?
Which one?
I'm the one that killed my friend.
So that would be the Tentamon.
I'm guessing
Yes.
you're this one.
Yes.
Because, so just as a follow-up,
Yeah.
some of our characters on this thing right now are D&D, or some of them are like Betrayal and House on the Hill, one of them's a Zelda character, and the other ones are from Digimon. So that's
Wait, that guy's from
that's what we're dealing with right
Oh,
now.
no,
Just so
I
you guys
know.
know, because
Yeah.
you can't see the board super well.
The answer is I got 17.
You hit.
Yep.
Roll for damage.
Nice.
Yeah, one down.
Nice.
Hit the BMGs.
5 damage.
5. Okay.
What?
Moderate amount of damage.
Is he dead?
Is not dead.
Nope.
Does he look injured?
Definitely injured.
Okay, cool.
Definitely not happy
So
about
they
being
have
injured.
a weakness.
So,
Great axes.
Put me in, coach.
we move on to Bartholomew Garble.
Yay.
Fuck him up.
Okay, so since he's dying, I have healing word, but I'm screaming currently. I can't use it on him, can I?
I will allow you to use skill.
In his incoherent screaming, you hear like and all of a sudden it breaks.
I'm gonna do something stupid here.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow you to use it, but you need to roll for Arcana.
Roll for what?
Arcana?
Arcana is your understanding of
That sounds
magic
like
and magical
everything
effects and
commonly.
spells.
I have 0 Arcana though.
That's fine.
That's fine. You can still roll for it.
He rolled for it?
11.
Cool. You can do healing hit or healing word on him.
I feel like we just
Okay,
barely
so
got
I
that to
roll or what?
What does it say?
It says healing word level 1, target regains 1d, 4 plus 2 health.
Okay, so roll 1d4, and you only have to roll if they're going to resist it.
Okay.
But he has no reason to resist it. He's dying, so he's not going to.
Are you going to resist it?
I don't think so.
3.
Plus 2.
Yes.
So, yeah. 5.
So you get 5 health back. Does that bring you back to 0 or more?
Sorry?
Does that bring you back to above 0 health?
I'm actually negative, so.
You're still negative, but did plus 5 bring you?
You're still
Negative how
-3, right?
I'm still
Yeah.
negative.
Negative what?
Negative what?
How much damage you have?
Because I had 3, minus 12.
So you
Oh,
got negative.
fuck.
So we're at negative.
Yep.
Yeah,
So negative 3 now.
Negative 4.
Alright, so you're at negative 4. Alright, so you're still in the midst of dying, but you're less in the midst of dying. So now we move on to
less
Moonkin
dying.
Moonstalker.
Am I still screaming?
No, assuming you closed your mouth. Did you close your mouth?
No.
Then you're still
I
screaming.
use it as a war cry.
You're still screaming incomprehensibly. It's
I want
very loud.
to use magic missile on this thing.
Alright, so roll to hit magic
George,
missile.
George's turn to end.
Yeah. I attack.
I rolled a
Right.
1.
Jeez.
This campaign is gonna end with us dead.
Yep.
You're instead of casting the spell, it putters out and backfires.
Oh, wild mountain.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, that wasn't wild magic. That was just a fail. I was really excited to roll the D100 and see what happens.
Wild magic is
Alright.
the craziest shit.
Tell me I have like a potion or something for this guy.
So,
Can I go yet?
nope.
He was asking about the turn. He was asking me.
One of our big guy over here comes and attacks Case
Me? Hey, what about Fisty Punch?
because you're the closest. Because he has to go around the table.
Okay.
Goes and attacks you, hits, and does.
One's case.
No, it's the, not that one's the big one.
No, yeah, the big it's commentary one.
6 points of damage.
Holy guacamole! Okay.
That's what I would say.
11 and 20.
Alright. Now we move on
second
to Case.
Well, I hit him back. Well, I hit this dude that was already wounded.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
wait, you
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh shit!
You
No,
have
then
an attack
okay, I'll
of
just hit this
opportunity.
dude. That's.
He'll get an attack of opportunity. if you
I'll
try
get
to-
this.
Yeah.
Oh come on.
Ran out of corner.
Always with the corners.
3. No, that doesn't
You
really
do
work.
not hit. Alright, now we
Use the good
move
dice.
on to Mark.
Oh wow, really?
Punch something.
All right. Where am I? Okay.
Damien Fist Punch.
You know what? Shit. I should have put an attack of disadvantage on him. I could have done that because we were right there.
You're gonna die.
You have the head.
All right. Okay. So now I'm gonna move up in with you. So how many hit points do you have left?
6.
Okay. So I've got an ability called Protection Style. So if he tries to attack you again, I can impose a disadvantage roll, which means Lindsay would have to roll 2 d20s and take the lower of
of the
that
two.
2 roll.
Yep.
So that'll hopefully give you a bit more chance of survival.
Cool.
I'm going to brandish my lance, and I'm going to pierce the motherfucker.
Roll to hit.
I got a 19 plus 2, 21.
You definitely hit.
Sick.
So roll for damage.
Okay, that's 1d12 with piercing. Where's the
D12.
Where's the d12?
Yeah.
Has a 12 on it. Yeah, I got it too.
Alright, you
It's the one that
successfully
looks
did some
like
damage.
Yay. Well, okay, you know what? It's fine.
Nailed them with some DMGs.
Alright, now we move on to
Finally, I
our
did something.
blue guy, our little Zelda guy who's just having time out in the corner. And he comes and tries to flank Case.
Okay, cool. Protection
Move
style.
that far.
Roll
Good
two.
idea.
Hold on, how far can you move?
Oh yeah, I got a protection
Lindsay,
spell.
roll 2, take the worst.
Protection
one.
spell. Protection spell.
Protection.
Protection.
Protective stance.
Protection.
You roll 2 and take. You have to roll
Yeah.
a disadvantage
To hit or damage?
to hit.
Okay. I still hit.
Man.
So
Really? Do you know? Okay, I guess I can't. Say
I know everyone's AC.
Oh, you do.
So it's
Ah.
it's easier just to like say whether I hit or not rather than reveal
Yeah. Okay.
my rolls. So I did hit and I hit for 1 damage.
How far can these monsters
4 damage to me?
1.
Oh, 1. Oh my god. I got
You're son of
that. Okay.
Alright, and now we move on to the my final guy there. The Tentamon.
Tentamon. Digivolve 2.
Tentamon is currently flanked by 2 people and tries to attack Jack.
Really flank because one guy's dead.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So,
I'm scary.
we move into Kevin. Kevin, you're now -1 turn. You get 1 more turn. So you get to your next turn, and if you hit your next turn after that, then you die. So then we move on
I
to
don't have any more healing words left.
Jack.
Yes.
I think
Uh,
I'm
I-
gonna have to go. So. I have to go.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick change from my lance to my great axe and slash the guy that's been stabbing me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do it.
Oh yeah.
because that's what one does when one rages. One rages. I got a natural 20.
All right. So you hit double damage.
Damage.
Loaded dice.
8.
So who are you swiping at?
Tentamon.
Tentamon. So you successfully his head topples off and he falls to the floor dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do.
Alright. Yeah,
Why they
now
gave me
we
the
move
big
on
one.
to
Babies in head.
Bartholomew Garble.
Are these guys within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
Can I use Thunder Wave?
Yes.
Alright, then fuck it.
It's super loud, by the way.
Will it drown out his screaming?
I mean, your screaming's also very loud. So actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter.
So you're still screaming.
That's fine, it nullifies the disadvantage of the noise. Yeah. Let's make some noise. I'm gonna roll this spell.
Roll to hit.
This is D20? Yeah. Don't be shit. 16.
You successfully hit.
Yes. What do I roll now?
What does it say on the description?
2d8.
Oh.
Roll 2d8.
What was a d8?
So,
It's-
or roll a d8 twice.
That's a 12.
Okay.
You're looking at this one.
The diamond, that's it.
Yeah.
Longest, I don't know.
It looks like a square from any angle,
Alright.
except for its faces, which are
I
trying.
rolled it twice. First one was 4. Second one was 8.
12.
Ooh, alright. So, who are you hitting?
Just all the enemies.
So, you're hitting all the enemies in your area?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it?
enemies
I'm
in
pretty sure it
50.
is. Alright, so you successfully fuck up the enemies in your area. At the same time, as they die, they slam against the walls, and the poker table is slammed against the wall, and all the cards and chips and the money goes flying.
Money!
Oh, I take the money.
You're no longer in initiative. There are no other enemies alive. He is still dying, though.
I heal him. I have lay on hand.
Alright, you just lay on hands.
Uses. Do I roll something?
You have to also touch him.
No, he's not resisting you, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You have to put your,
Um,
you have to, no,
how
no,
much-
come
how
on,
much
come on,
do
you have to put your hands on him in real life.
5 health on creature you touch.
Alright, so you heal him for 5.
Touch him.
I'm at 0 still.
Wait, I thought you were at negative
No,
4.
remember you're at 1 now.
Yeah.
You were at negative 4, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got 1 health. So you're not dying anymore.
You did it.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a health?
You are bloodied,
I
as
have
it's
to
called when
give
you're
the
not
word
dying.
already,
And Casey.
I'll give you another 5.
I rip off a segment of my shirt and hand it like to make a.
You know what? Roll a d4.
Yeah.
He'll heal for that d4.
3.
You heal for 3 health because your wounds got bandaged.
Can I also strip advantage him?
Yeah, it was a scene. Come on. Yeah.
I want to see if there's anything under the poker table.
I take all of the money. How much money?
Alright, so you search the poker table. You notice there was 51 copper pieces and 2 decks of cards.
I take the deck of cards.
I've got
Jack
51
takes a deck of cards.
51 copper pieces.
Mark takes 51 copper pieces.
Yeah.
I take half of his cover pieces.
You are not in a position to do shit.
Yeah, you're too busy having him touch you.
There's some touching going on.
Can I persuade Mark to give me half the money?
Roll for persuasion.
Roll for persuasion. Roll also.
Okay.
Natural 16.
Stop saying natural.
Damn.
You definitely do not persuade Mark.
How about
Alright,
Okay.
so you're in this room, there are some dead bodies around.
I
Life is
take
good.
their heads.
Oh, I checked to see
You
if they
hurt
have
your
anything
head,
in
you
their
are
pockets.
very encumbered, you're only able to move one square
Okay,
at a
fine.
time.
I get rid of the heads until I only have the one head.
And I heal George again.
Okay.
5 health.
I want to
Okay,
see if
so
they
you're
have
gonna
anything.
get so you're at 6 now, and you have no more uses of that spell, I think.
I want to see if they have anything in their
I'm not
pockets
saying.
of interest. I search their bodies.
Alright, you
I'm
search them,
not
but it appears
anymore.
that all their money
I'm
that they
at-
were using are
I'm
currently
at
on the table.
4
There's just
from
weapons, but
Jack.
their weapons are nothing
Plus
that
5.
you can use.
So I was 1, so I'm 9. Yeah,
Are they wearing any
now
cool
plus 5 again.
shoes? That
Wait,
No, you're
Uh,
negative 4, took you to +1.
And you
Yeah,
got
none of them are any
plus
size.
Yeah, I'm at
4, so you're at 4, and then you add
Oh.
5, so you're at 9.
I'm at 9.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
okay.
I attempt to flirt with George again by performing a card trick.
Okay, roll to perform. I don't think. Yeah, roll for performance, please.
Performance?
Alright, we gotta clear the enemies off.
11.
He's not impressed.
Okay.
Can I take the other deck of cards?
Alright,
You don't now own a deck of cards.
What's this? Oh,
I
this
saunter
guy.
to the staircase.
It's basically a Molotov cocktail.
Oh.
I need a pen.
Yeah.
Should know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we approach the nether staircase?
Yeah.
Alright.
I keep my Molotov cocktail.
Alright, we've done the staircase.
Alright, please remove the characters and flip to the next page.
How many page there is?
This is the last one, I think.
It is.
Whoops. Shit.
I'm gonna end up throwing out all these papers after anyway.
Wait, it's a dragon inside a dungeon?
It's Shia LaBeouf.
I strongly considered it.
I would have walked out of this room.
I was not ready to.
Tell Shia's not gonna have Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is gonna appear somewhere else.
It was so hard, that one. Oh my
Oh yeah, and Shia
so-
LaBeouf is grueling.
We got
so
wrecked.
close to winning though. If our body slam and then knife trick worked, like I'm still mad about that didn't work because someone rolled a 1. Like he should have rolled a 20.
Actual campaign Shia LaBeouf is one of the best things I've ever read. I'm really, like, this is ambitious. I'm really hoping this can come close to actual campaign Shia LaBeouf, but man, was that some fucking magic I wrote.
Yeah, run that again. I want to.
Dude, the
I
Shia
probably
LaBeouf one
will.
was insane. I had bleach at one point. I had like some other chemical. I mixed it
Oh,
together.
it was
with
intense.
mustard gas.
Someone put my character over
I
there.
remember taking the rope and everyone was like, why are you doing that? And then I like lowered it into a pit later and was like, what up?
A winding staircase keeps the party from being able to see more than a few feet ahead. At the very bottom, they enter a long rectangular
Astromech
room.
missile.
As opposed to the very plain previous rooms, this room is very ornate, with large draperies featuring all kinds of scenes lining the wall. A few columns supporting the ceiling, and a large throne in front of a pile of goods on a wooden platform on the far side. On this throne sits a man who does not seem in the least bit startled by his guests. Slim, handsome, and comfortably poised, the man stands out from the previous rabble despite his plain clothes. He beckons them forward
Short hair.
Yo, it's
and introduces himself.
Should I throw the thing?
Go for it.
Maybe it kills the campaign.
He tells you, "My name is Jethro,
Jeff.
and I am the leader here that you've been looking for."
We're going to check for traps first.
He says that I am going to offer you a bargain where you leave and forget my location, and I will offer you a powerful magical artifact that I have taken and 200 gold pieces.
Oh, that's more. than
Okay, I'm
town.
going to check the trap.
That's
Okay.
more than
Okay,
you
check the
get
traps.
from
So the one like
from the town.
one.
Yes!
Oh my god.
You
Throw my alchemist fire and the whole group.
Does Jethro have
As you try to check for
Really
traps, Jethro's talking to you, and you were just rubbing your hands against the walls like this. The drape, you pull down one of the drapes on the side. He looks unimpressed. You are now trapped in the drape, and you can't see anything.
Is this a one? You only one?
I yell
I'm
over
already
to
glad I
him,
didn't
do you
drop
know
the
who
ball.
Donatello is?
So
He
where?
says,
I open it up to drown with the
he
answer.
responds to you and says, "I have not heard that name."
Damn.
So wait, what is
What's
that?
the artifact?
Someone's sitting there, and there's a bunch of like stuff behind him.
Yeah, he has a character model or what?
I'll put a little commentary on up here.
He pulls out from his pocket and holds up a small talisman that is quite pretty to the look, made of jade.
Can we do an arcana?
It does not look particularly of nothing that you've seen before, but it does seem at least there would be worth a lot of money.
Can I pull out my severed head? I pull out my severed
You
head.
pull out your severed head. He's not impressed.
I try to intimidate him.
He's not intimidated. Before I even roll, I rolled a natural 20.
Just scream, don't you care what happens to your friends?
So yeah, you can do detect magic. You can do
Roll the head towards him.
Oh,
roll the head towards him.
15.
Plus strength.
17.
Alright, you successfully roll the head towards him. It gets about halfway down the hallway. It's a pretty big hallway.
Hasn't activated any traps. Sick.
Something can happen.
Can we silently
Yes.
stare at him
I
as our
use-
magic regens?
I use divine sense. I know the location. No, sorry. Detect presence of places and object that's been consecrated or desecrated.
Yeah.
Wait,
Right,
help
roll.
us here. We won't find traps. Nothing's been consecrated. 3.
You find nothing of interest. You find no divine, celestial, or undead
No, I
beings
was
in your general
like the
area.
presence
No,
of place
object.
and object.
Consecrated
Yes.
object.
You find nothing of
They-
consecration.
Can I yell and ask him where did he get all that stuff behind him? Is it from possibly a caravan that he robbed?
You ask
It's a
him.
very specific thing that's blessed by
He shrugs at you.
Oh,
I
That's
challenge
a
him.
yes.
I challenge him to a game of slaughter.
Yes. it was
Hey, guys.
Roll for persuasion.
Or Moses. I don't know.
Okay, I got 1 to persuasion. I got 2 to charisma. No, I got 1 to charisma.
Okay.
13.
He laughs at your idea and says you're an interesting folk, but will you take my deal?
Has
wait,
any
wait.
of our magic regen yet?
No.
What was the
Wait,
deal?
long
What was the
enough
deal?
You have the same magic and same health that you were before.
That he exists.
I
If
attempt
we
to
kill the dude, we have both the object and everything.
And the money, and then we'll say we found
We have
nothing.
this
Yeah.
cool hiding place.
And he's got goods
for
behind
a
him.
gang.
Let me point out something here. I feel like this is some sort of trap almost, or like a big deal. Because if we leave this guy alive and take his deal, he's probably going to be a bigger deal in the next campaign.
Oh, yeah.
I think he stole all the stuff and that's what's sitting behind him.
It's going to influence the future.
Like I want to inspect
Whatever
the
we do.
goods, but I don't want to
You're
hear
right,
right.
throw the
this
ball.
campaign may affect the future, right? Or the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, all effects. You'll never play, or you shouldn't play the same character twice. As far as planning to do it, it'll be in like different places, different timelines.
But like the effects of
But the
one
effects
story.
of one campaign will ripple to other campaigns. Yeah.
Lindsay, can I preemptively throw a dagger at his eye?
No,
Wait,
I'm
no.
gonna start rolling.
No?
Do it, do it. I want to throw the bottle at him. One
He's
side
too
out of
aware of
pocket.
you He's very aware that you're there, so you're not able to make an action without him noticing it.
Yeah, but I have the bottle and like that's got a range of Molotov fireworks.
I asked him if he'll help me make a baby.
Roll for persuasion.
One more effort.
Roll a 20, please roll a 20.
18.
He's not convinced. So roll for. Do you want to throw the bottle of
I want to
alchemist
throw the
fire?
bottle. Yeah.
Throw the
She's
bottle
evil.
of alchemist fire.
No deals with terrorists. 14.
Plus, I don't know.
He dexterously catches the bottle out of the air. It's now his.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Oh, great!
Roll for
Wait, hold on.
initiative. He's not impressed.
Wait,
Roll for
okay,
initiative.
there's only one plan. Anyone with a crossbow, aim for that ball.
Yeah.
Please gonna catch the dagger and throw it back in.
I'm still okay with taking the deal.
18.
I don't know about you guys.
Oh, Mark.
I don't wanna fight.
Mark did 18, so
I got an 18, so my plan, aim with the crossbow, shoot the fucking bottle.
Yeah.
3.
He put it in his pocket. Like it's not clearly visible now.
All the way into the pocket.
Yeah. His pocket.
That'll be fun for him.
You guys could still theoretically take the deal,
Yeah.
or you can leave. Up to you.
I would take the deal.
Let's fuck him up.
I want to fuck him up.
Alright.
Let's fuck him
Well,
up.
listen, man, we can't let the net.
I can't have a baby if I'm dead. I have priorities. I have a life to live and a husband. Or wife.
Get the high dice. I don't want any more of this high dice bullshit.
I walk away. Can you throw some coins?
Yeah, you can leave.
Yeah, okay.
My code of honor tells me
I fuck
to
off.
kill this dude. So.
Yeah.
I'll kill him.
Okay.
I just like fighting.
I have lawful good.
What about the other two heroes that were supposed to be journeying with us? Whatever happened to them?
Oh yeah.
They just disappeared at some point because they couldn't come and
One
attend the
got
session.
sick.
At the same time, when they stole the baby. They were like, okay.
Can I open them up so that screams alert them? Is that not?
So you're done?
Calling them afar?
Yeah, I just fucked off.
Jack's gone, so Jack's not taking initiative. Kevin, what'd you get?
3.
Oh, we rolled
Oh my gosh.
Case.
10.
Heather.
13.
It's what
Mark.
my character decided to do.
George.
17?
Okay.
At 30 speed, does that do anything?
No, we all have fair speed.
Damn. Oh no,
Yeah.
we'll like
Yeah.
karate chop him.
So.
Let's just throw 20s.
Yeah, 3 20s, we got it.
Fuck, if only.
Look at what happened right now.
Dude, if I hit a 20, I would fucking
okay.
ignite that fire. And then we'd win. It would be like, and then probably the whole thing would burn down now that I think about it.
So
Yeah, we
Jethro.
really trapped. I don't like
he's
that.
looking great over there.
No, but he's at the far end, we're at the stairs.
Yeah, but like
Chucks a dagger
Oh my.
directly at Bartholomew.
Oh no.
What? What
Can
is
I
he
catch
gonna
it?
shut you out?
And hits.
Can I catch it?
No.
Norman Haas is low. It's me he can't really touch.
For 4 damage. And you now have a dagger sticking out of you.
Dope. Is there any negatives to pulling it out?
You'll start bleeding.
No.
Oh, that's bad.
Next up is Damien Fist Punch.
Wait, he went before me?
Yeah.
What'd you roll for him?
He nailed the initiative. 19 or above.
He's also got a shit ton of initiative bonus.
Oh, does he?
This isn't an average character.
Why
He
did you
is
leave?
the boss.
Did you just leave because like you rolled it and it was like time to leave?
Yeah.
Actually, or are we fucking with this?
I rolled for
He doesn't-
my character wanted to like self-preservation.
He doesn't want to die, and he thinks
I don't
we're
want to die. That's what my character
He
wants
thinks
to
we're not
do.
gonna win.
So fuck it.
He really lost faith in the group.
So I'm going to take out a crossbow and fire away, because he's like a whole half room away, right?
Yeah, we have to like.
Like we'd
He wants to go forward.
We'd have to. You know what? Fuck it. I move halfway up. Can I move halfway up the map? No, I can.
Yeah, you can move. You can move about half. I'll let you move half.
Okay,
Fuck
fine.
it.
So I move up to here.
I kind of yelled the dimensions, so.
Anyway, whatever.
How
And then
far did he move up when he was walking up?
He didn't. He threw.
He threw.
Yeah, can you move like a bit to the side so I
He's
can
got a
throw my
bonus to
javelin?
range. So normally you can throw about like 3/4 of this room, but he's got some bonus to range because he's a special
I
character.
thought the bonus dude, when we came in, did he like get up and walk towards someone? Is that irrelevant?
He didn't get up and walk towards anyone.
No.
Is this a window?
That is a small chest. That is poorly drawn.
But none of us that is poorly drawn.
None of us will live to see it, but that's good.
Guys, we're not gonna die in here.
Okay.
All right.
Am I arranged a crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking part of this. Okay.
20.
No, it's not. It's a 5. Well,
I just got beer in my eye and also.
well, I know it's a 7 with the bonuses, but that's not gonna hit.
You don't hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So now we move on to Bartholomew.
Alright, Bart. Don't take the leg. Start bleeding.
This guy just have like crazy bonuses to everything.
Hey, you have a dagger now, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is something.
Check it out.
Pull it out, throw it in.
He's a specific, like he's a character with a class.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I don't know what that means.
Oh, we're fucked.
You also, yeah, he's a character with a class. Like he's got like he's a particular class that you don't know, like paladin or
Okay.
mage or
With this guy.
mage isn't actually even
So
a
he's stronger
class of
than average
D&D,
guy.
but whatever.
Okay, so what should I do?
Just throw the dagger. You
No,
got
no,
a dagger.
no, no,
You got a
if he
free
takes
dagger
it, no.
from this
You
place.
need to be closer also.
Yeah, and if he takes that out, he's
I would suggest
bleeding and he
you
has
to
his own
pick
dagger.
up the chest while we fight him.
I don't have any kind of lockpick.
Oh, you can move forward or something.
I have a crowbar.
No, but you can. Yeah, exactly. You take Mark's crowbar.
Yeah.
And you go open the chest while we.
Oh, we do the fighting.
We hit the guy. Yeah. You're wounded anyway.
I guess.
Can we do that? Can George take my crowbar and then start prying open the chest?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Cool, George. You can do that. Yeah, so there you go.
Will that really help us?
Oh yeah.
You guys
Or maybe there's a super weapon in there.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the crowbar then. Off I
Never know.
Hooray! Here I go crowbarring again.
go.
Roll
Alright.
for strength.
Strength? D20?
Yeah.
6.
Great.
You do not successfully open the chest.
Actually, it was a 7.
Well,
You do not successfully open the chest.
I have -1 for strength.
It's
You
okay.
picked the wrong
Try it on the
guy.
next turn.
You picked the wrong guy. That's all I'm saying.
Alright.
Go ahead.
I believe in you.
Just throw it.
Out from behind one of the drapes comes a guard who's been hiding and waiting to defend.
Dog.
Where are the
I
drapes?
pulled off all
Are
the
these the drapes? I don't know what these
There's
are.
drapes all around the outside.
Where's
Except
the
for
wall?
one is knocked down because it's covered in case right now
So
because he
where-
tried to investigate and knocked it over.
Where does this guy go?
So he's gonna go a little bit more to the middle. Alright, the middle on that side, sorry.
Here.
Yeah, like that,
Yeah,
good.
that's better.
He races towards, who's standing in front of the chest right now?
It's George, but I think I'm pretty close.
He runs directly towards George
But
and
I'm
tries
right
to
next-
attack and hits.
Since I'm next to George,
Oh, you
does
missed.
that mean I can?
No, he hits.
No, wait. Do I not have?
He hits.
Do I not have protection on
Oh.
George? Because we're right.
You do have protection on
So
George.
then roll. Can you roll again?
Doesn't hit.
Nerds.
Got me.
And I gave Damien Fistpunch that ability for a specific reason, so I didn't like completely slaughter the team as quickly.
Wait, what?
So I didn't slaughter the team.
Wait.
Yeah, that's why there's like, okay, so a fighter can spec as like different things, or like dual wielding and stuff. I gave you protection specifically for this
Okay.
character because I thought I would better serve the team.
Yeah, it's probably so far yes.
So it does not hit. Out from the north side near
North
Jethro spawns another guard.
Put Cumberland on it. Or Content on.
Where?
Who does not hit but is now also flanking Bartholomew. And
Lord.
out from the east side, behind the team, from the drapery emerges another guard attacking. Who's the woman in blue again?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
outside.
me. That's me.
Lucky you.
You can tell the two.
And ends
I go
up
back to
dropping her weapon on her foot.
Oh, she got a 1.
I have a whole host of superheroes.
Causing some damage to herself.
Nice.
Nice.
And has to stumble to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And now we move on
If she picks
to...
it up, does that mean she gets an attack of opportunity?
No. That's if you move away from the...
Okay.
So space. Now we move on to Bornkin Moonstalker.
Okay, because that pissed me off, I'm gonna like go at her face with my crowbar.
Alright, aim with crowbar. D20.
I would rather go for that like blunt trauma than my dagger right now.
I like it. Fucking. She got a 1.
Your dice are fucked.
You guys have the fucking ones tonight. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so you roll a 1. As you try to swing, she dodges and you smack it against the wall. It reverbs back to you. You
And my
drop
hands
the
are numb.
crowbar and it makes your hands numb. You're not able to use melee weapons anymore. Or you're not able to use handheld weapons, but you can still use your magic.
Great.
So, now we move on to...
Hold on 1 second. Is that 10 of mine? Is his placement going to affect my ability to run away?
No, if you try to run away, they get attacks of opportunity. And
Yeah, if you're next to someone, it affects you.
Regardless of where he's placed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey now.
Protection doesn't protect from attacks of opportunity, by the way.
Okay.
Your ability doesn't
I know.
protect. Yeah. So now we move on to from the south side of the room
Oh god.
emerges
From downtown.
one more guard who races forward
Group.
and stands in front of Jethro.
Good lord. Not Groot. I should have saved my thunder wave. Fuck.
Which one is Jethro?
Jethro is the giant thing.
He's the leader.
The boss monster.
In front of him. They're the
That's
javelins.
the little helper creature. Groot's helping out Jethro now. And just stands in front of the Jethro and stands there menacingly, but doesn't seem to take any other action.
Nice. Oh, they're kind of.
So now we
Can we
move
still
into
negotiate
Case,
with them?
Andy Solid Hide.
Yeah, I was planning to throw a javelin straight at the Jethro's
Well, you won't
guy,
reach
but
it, it's
he's
too far
blocked,
away.
so
It's too
I'm
far
gonna. Yeah, okay. I'll attack this. Was there someone at our group at the stairwell? or
This
no?
person.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Double
little
team
person.
that.
Okay, I battle axe that person.
Alright, roll for damage.
18.
Okay.
You hit.
The
30.
MGs?
What? How much? Which dice did you roll? Or what dice did you roll?
D8.
Fuck them up.
7. Yeah.
Alright, so you do a bunch of damage to the little guy sitting there. He's clearly bloodied.
That's not good for him.
It's not dead, 1 hit. Damn.
Well, he took damage before because they dropped their knife and then, or whatever, and then they just took a lot of damage. What?
I'm having fun.
Good. And I hope you're having fun too, Twitch stream.
Yeah, thanks, Twitch Stream.
Shout out to our fans.
Hit that subscribe. I don't have a subscribe button.
Like, comment, and
I
maybe
know, affiliate.
subscribe. Like,
Alright,
comment, and donate.
Okay, so now we hit up. That was Case who just went. Damn it, there's so many fucking people on this screen. So Case that just went. Now we're on to last but not least, Kevin.
I ran to the chest, to those two persons right here.
Oh, fuck.
Whoop.
You the white
And
person?
with one swing of the battle axe, tried to decapitate both of them.
No, go for the feet. That's
You can only hit one.
Huh? Oh, damn it. Well,
Unless-
I hit the red one.
Okay, hit Tentacle. Roll for it.
Which one are you? Which can't? Oh, you already rolled.
If you didn't see it coming, he's getting
18.
You successfully hit. Roll for
Plus
damage.
20.
Hooray.
13.
Alright, you slice his head clean off his shoulders.
Nice. A little bit of pressure off.
Got rid of that headache.
And he falls to the ground dead.
Oh.
Now we move
Clear.
and back to Jethro.
Oh no.
I don't like this, guys. I mean, you got a little rude though.
Jethro
He's got some.
is now concerned that you've killed one of his guards. He takes something out of his pocket, the jade figurine he was holding before, and he hucks it straight at George Laringer. Roll a reflex save.
D20.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
You do not successfully avoid the object.
Hold on.
And it
What's
hits you.
Why is your ability help?
No, my ability.
No, that doesn't help from this. It's on attack.
Wait, reflex is that?
plus?
Yeah.
What is reflex?
Bonus?
Is there a bonus?
So you see how there's like a saving throws?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I don't. Saving throws.
There's strength, dexterity, constitution.
Oh, sorry. If you don't have anyone to dexterity.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, then you get no bonuses. You do not successfully avoid the object. As it hits you, you feel a strange sensation come over you, and you realize that you are now possessed. For all future turns, you are possessed to follow Jethro's orders.
The decapitator.
Oh god! Why did I save you?
Unless the curse is somehow broken.
We've used up all the live hits!
Guys, it hit that talisman on me. He sent the talisman to me, so he hit the talisman and he's gonna
Wait,
hit this
that's
talisman.
actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We attack the talisman. It could work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then he just did a throw. That was a free action, and he's now going to move forward.
It was a free action.
Yeah, he just threw an item.
No.
That took nothing.
Okay, he moves forward.
It wasn't an attack. So he moves forward and he strikes at Bartholomew.
Okay, I've got. I'll use my protective style on Bartholomew. So
It's the talisman.
Bonuses will take.
He doesn't hit.
he doesn't hit.
What?
Yeah, because you have to roll twice and then take the worst roll. That's such a bad situation.
I don't know.
We move on to Damien Fist Punch.
All right, is the talisman like on the floor?
Yes.
Fist punch it. Fist punch the fuck out of it.
Dude.
Is that a hyphenated name? Like, is the husband's fist and the wife punch?
No, it's fist punch one word.
Oh, fist one word.
Best friends
Best. We are best.
Italy?
Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It was fuck. I don't even.
What's your country?
Von Kalma.
You have to get married.
All right,
One
Damien Fist
fist,
Punch.
one
What would you like
So
to do?
okay, can I attack the talisman?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what? And I've got another question. Bonus action. That still has to be used on my turn, right?
A bonus action, you can do as many of those you want in a turn. They're
But it
safe.
has to be on my turn.
But it has to be on your turn.
Okay, that's what I thought. And if I can I heal more hit points than I had it as my maximum.
Can you heal, sorry?
If I heal for hit points, like do I heal more than my maximum?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna attack the talisman.
Alright, attack the talisman.
12 plus 2? Do I add my...
You punch the talisman, nothing seems to happen.
I tried... Oh, fuck.
That does count
Punch
as
it?
your attack.
Did you punch it or rock? Like,
No, I hit it with my lance, I think.
Well, he tried to damage the talisman, I guess.
Okay.
But it's funny if you say punch because he's fist punch.
Right. But like fists versus lance or axe or something, I don't know. Maybe we
You try to damage the talisman, nothing seems to happen.
did it take like...
You now are able to make a move if you would like to, otherwise you can just end your turn.
Well, I would have taken attack of opportunity if I moved, would I not?
Yes.
By like 3 different enemies.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Okay.
gonna move. I'm gonna just stay there. Hey, fellas. I mean, not you. But
Now we move into Bartholomew Garble.
Alright,
What can you do?
Also, I hope you know that I wrote your loot in as a weapon.
my what?
I wrote your loot in as a weapon.
My loot? Oh.
Oh god.
That's like a detail I wanted people to know, that I wrote the loot in as a weapon and I put its like damage and modifiers and everything on it. It's -1. It's
Well,
pretty bad.
I could play it for them.
Wait,
and
what's
convince them not to
I was
attack.
like saying loot, like LOOT, and I was like, what loot? No, it's loot.
I have to agree with these.
Can you use
Give it another.
Lindsay, can you use my
Get it together.
Yeah,
Can
he
you
can use
what?
Thunderwave again because he's got level 1 spells times 2.
Yes.
Do it.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Do I just go for that or go for the chest?
No, fucking use the thing.
But if it's got like the ultimate item in there,
No, it probably doesn't.
I know
Roll
one
again with Thunderwave.
one trauma might fuck him up. I mean, wake him up.
Yeah.
sure, what the hell, Thunderwave. He counts as an enemy?
Do you want to hit him?
I guess so.
Yeah,
You can choose who you want to hit.
Listen, if we kill him,
Did
you
you
have
hit
more
the talisman?
I did.
Yeah,
Didn't do
do
anything.
it.
Maybe it'll wake him
Roll
up.
to hit.
Did you kill
Okay,
him?
I want this wave to hit everything except for my boy Fist Punch here. The talisman, him. I'm gonna wake you up, don't worry.
Roll to hit.
Or we'll kill you.
10.
Plus.
Plus what?
Charisma.
Charisma plus 2. 12?
You hit no one. It's loud.
It's loud.
Oh,
Alright, we move on. So my one guard who's over here tries to swing at Bartholomew.
Roll with disadvantage.
What is it?
Yeah.
Would be opening the
Natural 20. does get rid of your does get rid of your ability.
Does it?
Yeah. Natural 20 wins. If one of my rolls was a natural 20, and it was. So natural 20. So I do hit. So do
Yeah, probably. Does
4 damage.
does the attack and the opening the chest count as a anything?
Yeah, you can try to open the chest and attack, or you can try to attack and move, or open the chest and move.
Fuck, so I could have done that?
Yes.
Oh.
Damn it.
He's dead for some reason. But you take 4 damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
We didn't know that. I thought that counted as a thing.
Dead. 0.
Yeah, you're dead.
You take 4 damage.
Is he dead?
Dying.
Where are you at? You're below 0?
Well,
He's at 0.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
at 0, so you're dying. What's your constitution modifier? Okay, so the next turn, if you're not above 0, you'll die.
I think George is dead.
How far out of the house am I by now?
You're already back at the crossroads. If you've been walking
What?
this whole time, you're back at the crossroads.
Well, we didn't
They're-
find it.
The crossroads are much closer to Town Shire than they are to Lesser Tormund.
Okay.
I'm currently doing trying to get
From someone's covered wagon.
yeah,
The problem with walking.
Merchant wagons.
yeah, for the future baby that I desire.
Hey, who's next?
Okay, so now we move on to the other guard. You're dying. You're dying. He's possessed. Who's the other person in this area? You. He goes for you. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I got such a high. I've got an 18.
You got a lot of high.
I
You
have
got a
an
really
18
high
armor
AC.
class, and
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to hit someone that has an 18 armor class.
Alright,
Except for
so
the boss.
tries to
The
hit
boss
you and
easily
fails. So now we move on
You
to
know what? I don't have the head of my inventory anymore.
our last guard, who's over here, who is going to try to strike at Bornkin Moonstalker, and does not hit. So now we move on to Bornkin Moonstalker.
Yeah.
Borkin, I
Well,
say
I want to
you-
get rid of this person.
Yeah, and then you just.
But I can't use melee weapons anymore because I fucked my
Yeah, you
hand.
can use regular weapons, but you can use magic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use magic missile.
Yeah. And before, when you rolled the 1, I didn't make it take away one of your spells, so
Oh, good.
you still have to roll. You have to roll again.
I know.
Yeah.
Good. That was a 2. 15.
Yeah.
Alright, so you do successfully hit.
Please kill that person.
So roll for which spell are you using? Magic missile?
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever the description says, do it. And if you're only hitting one enemy, then
I don't know what that means.
let me read it.
1.
Creates 3 darts that hit.
1d4 plus 1 damage per dart. So you can hit multiple creatures or just one. And so
Wait,
if you
so
want to
can
hit
you
one
aim
creature,
it?
you roll a d4. And then that's 1 dart. And you roll a d4 again, that's
Okay.
1 dart, and then you roll a
How
d4
much
again.
damage did this guy take so far?
Yeah.
Pardon me?
How much damage?
What's this bodyguard at?
How much damage has this person taken so far? Because you can't tell us.
I'm not allowed to tell you that, but
Even how much damage they've already taken.
I know.
Uh,
7 at least.
a bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
He's
so I'm
bleeding. You know
And
they're
we have to
bleeding.
decide how all the magic missile darts go before we choose who hits.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not all of them at once.
Okay, I would say to be safe, assign 2 to that one and maybe like 1 to a guy.
Yeah, that's what I
right
was
there.
thinking. So, but I want to do the guard there, not Jethro.
Yeah, okay.
3.
Okay, so you hit the first guard.
The guard.
Yep.
Near guy.
The guard drops to the ground dead. Your second missile doesn't do anything.
Okay. And then third one at the other guy, 4.
Yes.
You hit the other guard for 4.
This is the other. This is.
Yeah.
It's this. No, that's. Is this the monster?
And
Oh,
he takes damage but is not bleeding.
Okay.
Oh, you're supposed to add +1 to all those. So if you rolled a 4, then it would be.
Oh, it's
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the d4 +1 means.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that guy's taken 5 damage.
I thought I read that first. Okay, so takes 5 damage, and then from Bornkin Moonstalker, we move to Case.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. I move forward far enough so I can hit the guard with the javelin.
Okay.
I'm not that far. I'm not really keen to.
Okay.
Wait.
There's a lot of congregation around the chest here.
If you get close enough so you can use his saving ability. Because they can still run at you and hit you.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, throw the javelin. 3.
Yeah, you do not hit.
I did not hit.
George Laringer,
It lands
you
on
are
point on the
presently possessed, and Jethro commands you to attack Damien Fist Punch. Roll a hit.
Can you not roll to break the possession?
No,
Yeah, roll 2.
doesn't hit.
Oh.
Our competency is working.
Yeah. This spell, like you could theoretically.
Take the chest.
So normally when there's something like possession in place,
Oh,
you
I
could
see.
roll a will save every turn to try to get over it.
Oh.
But in this case, the possession is stronger than anything you'll be able to roll.
Yeah, can you grab
And
the
just to
thing
save time,
throw it
I'm
in
just
the
like not
Jethro
even
or
letting you bother.
No,
But normally with something like possession or effects, you can roll a will save every turn and then get over it. But you literally will not be able to get over this one. You'll have to find an alternative means of breaking
But then maybe
possession.
it's already been used.
Oh, the talisman driver.
I mean, you could hit it, so maybe you can also grab it.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
I don't know.
I wouldn't throw it at Jethro necessarily. I would throw it at him, probably.
Oh.
So I would take possession.
But
if
Who
I,
did you
but
attack
hold on,
last?
If I grab the talisman, couldn't I get possessed by
You touched it
Jethro?
already.
Yeah.
No, you hit it with a weapon. You didn't actually touch it.
No, but I feel like if I picked up the talisman, isn't there a chance I could get possessed by Jethro?
Oh no, but you can actually control me.
I don't think
Maybe.
that's. I don't know if just I feel like a weapon whose sole power is you throw it at someone and whoever threw it at you gets possession. I feel like he owns the talisman.
Yeah.
And if you touch the talisman, you are now possessed
Yeah,
by
but what if you
Jethro.
throw that?
Either way,
talisman to someone?
Mark, who
that's
did you
fine.
attack last?
I attacked.
The guard.
Yeah, I attacked one of the guards that's no longer with us.
It's Jethro's turn. He hits, and he hits for sneak attack because you're not targeted on him right now. And he does.
Mark hit his saving ability.
No, I mean I could die right now. I don't have that much health.
7.
Okay, never mind. All right, cool.
Yeah, 7 damage to you.
Cool. In the game, I've got 1 hit point.
That's Pete.
That talisman, maybe you can knock it away with your sword or javelin or something with distance help.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
We move into Damien Fist Punch.
Cool. I'm gonna use my. Okay, if I use a bonus action, I can use all my other actions in that
Yep,
turn.
bonus actions are free.
Cool. I'm gonna use Second Wind, which is regain 1d10 plus 1 health.
Yep.
Second.
7, so I'm back at 8.
Cool.
What was it, one?
Yep, and you get the one for free.
It means I can just use it whenever without actually using it.
So where is it? Oh.
It's one of his special abilities.
Okay.
Okay, so if I wanted to open the chest up with the crowbar and then attack someone else, do I have the ability to do that?
Yes,
Okay. And,
I will allow this.
and I know attacks of opportunity on me, right?
No,
Okay, let's do
not
that.
unless you leave.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try to open the chest with the crowbar, and then I'm gonna try to attack. I'm gonna try to attack Jethro because I don't think we haven't done any damage to the guy yet, have we?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Might be better to thin their numbers too, though. Like get the guards out of there and just focus on Jethro or no?
Well, I mean, you guys are cleaning up the guards pretty effectively. I am gonna try to attack Jethro because I have the highest likelihood to.
I know who
It's
that's
a terrible
supposed to.
name. I'm gonna call him like big evil guy. What do I have to roll?
Yep. Roll a hit. Or roll for the
18.
chest.
Plus strength. Do you want me to add
yeah.
my strength? I've got plus 2 to strength, so that's a 20.
Alright, you successfully haul open the chest, but you notice that it's actually bare on the inside.
It's completely empty.
Oh, shoot.
Is there a trap flap underneath?
Nope.
The real treasure
Nothing easy.
was inside you all along.
Oh, that's worthless!
I risked
So you get your attack if you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I'd like to attack Jethro.
Alright,
Get the
so
sword.
yeah,
Question
turn
babies.
it.
sword, I have a sword. There you go.
Well,
He's always just little babies, but he has Yeah, but like, what does it do? Nah, it's not as good.
Yeah, your weapon's the best actually.
My weapon's a lot more. No.
It doesn't hit. Alright, Damien Fist Punch don't hit. Let's move on to Bartholomew Garble, who is currently dying. Nobody healed you, so you're actually just straight dead now. Rip, you're out of the game. Bye, Bartholomew.
Pepperoni. You couldn't save me.
Let me change this
I
with
wish I had
dead.
one kill instead
Dead.
of killing is a slap.
If you were there, we might
Alright,
actually
so
be
eulogies to fit in like 140 characters or less, like a tweet. So I'm just gonna say like you died.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rick Bartholomew, he is out of
His
the
final song
game.
is played.
All right.
His loot is with
He
him.
tried for a chest and died like the rest.
I don't think we're surviving this one. I wonder how this is going to affect the story. It won't.
They hear like a tale from the next town over, and all these
We
people are just
move
dying in a
on
cave.
to the guard that's up here, who is going to swing at Damien. And it hit
Oh, Damien, you're gonna hit.
Ooh, the one by the chest.
for 4 damage.
With my
Damien, you
blessing.
just got hit for 4.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark
By
just got hit
by
for 4.
the guard.
Other guard.
He hit me
Well, I'm gonna secondary thing.
for
Can
4
I see him?
damage?
His like second
No,
roll.
I can only use that once.
It only that like second roll thing only applies to other people getting hit, not him.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not.
So I'm going
I'm
to
gonna die.
the other guard in the south now rolls to attack Heather and
No.
hits
Wait, what other guard in the second group?
for 6.
I'm -2.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's your constitution modifier?
My constitution is +2.
Okay, so you have 2 turns to not be dying.
You know how
Yeah.
to expertly not bleed out. Nice.
Alright, so now we move on to
There's only one way we win.
Do-do-do.
You gotta strike Jethro in the flask thing that you put in his pocket.
Yeah.
Causing it to combust and kill him in 1 strike.
you.
Plus, we need to roll a 20 for that. to happen.
We need to like stop rolling shit.
Which is never happening because Lindsay's the only one that rolls 20s in this game.
I
rolled
roll a
bunch
lot.
of 20s. I also rolled more ones.
Can you roll?
Lindsay always rolls high. This happened in our last game too. We kept rolling like shit.
Yeah.
and
Next up is
Lindsay's
Andy
rolling
Solonhai.
fast.
Case.
I have a proposition for Jack here.
Yeah.
Would you roll to see if your character would consider coming back to negotiate for the talisman thing?
Oh, once we're all
he's
I'm
already back to
changing. Oh my
crossroads.
goodness.
But you know what? I'll let it happen.
You know what? At the end of the game, no, after we're all dead, you come back and we try to negotiate for that previous deal.
Can I quickly
What a bitch.
bandage Working and drag him up the stairs or something?
No.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Consider it, but don't come back.
Yeah, I rolled,
Thank
I
you.
rolled a 3.
Then there's only one thing to do. I'm
I told you,
gonna try
give it a
to
shot. The bad die.
hit. Did I see in which pocket this dude put the alchemist flask in?
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay. Do I know if it's breakable at all?
No what?
Do I know
Can you
if it's
break it?
breakable? I mean, it's my flask, so.
Theoretically, yes. It is.
But difficult? No, and I don't.
It would take a decent impact.
What's the rock one?
Yeah, I can. But does he have pockets everywhere, or
Yeah.
can I like gamble and?
This is a leader of a band of thieves.
So he's
Yes.
a thief.
Okay.
He's got very great sleight of
Okay,
hand.
I'll just throw a javelin at him and I hope
Alright,
for
throw
like
a
a couple
javelin.
of 20s.
You didn't see what Poppy put?
19! 19!
All right, so you do successfully hit. Roll for damage, and
Yes.
you're hitting Jethro. Hit
Is that
Jethro.
how you pronounce it?
Jethro.
1!
One damage.
I got it, that's Spartans or something.
Yeah.
At least I got in the
Okay.
scratch.
It's like, oh my god.
Before I go down.
Okay, so you did good. You did good. Now we
Oh.
move on to Kevin. You gotta swing at Damien.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Why am I swinging at the
Because
name?
you're possessed.
Yeah, because you're possessed.
Roll.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
I thought that was the evil.
I'm gonna die.
8.
No,
You don't hit.
I'm not gonna die.
Now we
8
move
plus 2,
on
which is 10, by
to
the way.
Yeah, but
Jethro swings at Damien.
now I'm dead.
Doesn't hit.
Oh, never mind.
You have 2 more guards that are gonna, or 1 more guard that's gonna try to swing at you also. Doesn't hit. And then there's a guard down here. Heather is currently dying, swings a case.
So the guard moved, I guess?
Oh yeah, that one.
Because the
Yeah.
guard was all the way over there.
Oh, I mixed up the guards.
Yeah.
Well, now the guard's down there. Sure.
Because the one that was by me already died.
Should have looked at the map a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't allowed. You're alive.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's true.
Hits. Case for 6 damage.
Then I'm dead.
Case is now also dying.
That is 1.
This guy's just gonna wander back in and be like,
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone.
Well, what's your constitution modifier?
Constitution +2.
2. You get 2 more turns to not die.
All right. Well,
If combat ends before you die, you get put back at 1, by the way.
If what?
If battle ends before you guys like straight up die, then you get put back at 1.
Wouldn't that have a way to heal Kevin?
Okay, pretend like you give up, then the battle stops.
Yeah.
The battle ended, we still had to heal him. How does that work?
Well, you decided to heal him. It's 1 if you don't heal him, but like he doesn't die. Well, I guess he's more like 0. He's in limbo. Like he doesn't die in future turns, but he doesn't he's not able to move either. So you still would have had to heal him for him to be able to move or be functional, but
Alright.
I put him back up to 0.
Alright.
Alright.
That makes more sense.
He would have been put back up to 0.
I'm going. I feel like my strategy now. I'm the only one that's left.
Climb in the chest, pull it.
Hit me.
Can I run away?
Yeah. So you're gonna take a task of opportunity of everyone who's near you.
Yeah, that's fine. I figure either I die here or I die either I get away.
Just hit me.
Yeah.
Get me back to my senses.
I don't think that's going to help us.
Smack him. Do it.
Yeah, I run.
All right.
You won't. What for? What? We're gonna die right now.
One of the guards tries to swings at you, but falls on the ground as he does. As he does it, he impales himself on his own weapon and drops dead.
Wait, actually,
Dude, my plan worked.
And Jethro swings at you, but does not hit.
Okay, what about this guy?
Yeah, he does get an attack of opportunity swing.
I'm gonna kill him now. 17.
Hits.
Sick.
Yeah.
Damage.
No damage. It failed.
17 plus your attack bonus.
Yeah. He rolled a 17 bonus.
Of what?
+2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He hits.
Yeah.
Roll for damage. Not a d20.
5.
No.
Oh, no, no.
It says on the thing, it should say
Oh,
d something.
D8, okay.
D8.
Yeah.
Don't.
8.
7.
I shouldn't have mentioned that. I could have gotten away from this. She
Oh my
doesn't look
goodness.
before. We're done. We're done.
We're all done.
We're not done.
I
Oh, you two, and that's
I
it.
got so damn close to getting away. If it wasn't for your well, what happens now? You roll the
I told you to hit me, but you didn't.
Yeah,
decide to
Kevin!
Yes.
With the death of your nearby
Wait, so I did it for him, but this guy did.
players, you are now suddenly released from your possession, and you now have a move.
I decide to accept the deal that Jeffrey.
Roll persuasion.
20. If you get a nat,
Yeah, 4.
Can we swap rolls?
Wait. No, it's still 4.
Jethro does make that for Gale and stabs you in the back for.
Wait, he doesn't even roll for that?
He hit. I rolled.
See, I feel like we just die.
Maybe not.
It's so far.
8, so.
Yeah, you're dead.
Okay, I have to know.
Are you dead?
Could he have won that roll and persuaded him?
Yes.
If you rolled
Really?
20 only, though, right?
No, it was actually a pretty low DC.
What was it?
An 11?
11 would have worked.
Never check. Yeah.
So,
It's too bad because I would have thrown the talisman back at him.
Jethro's turn. He turns and looks at the currently not dead Case. Oh no, Case is dying, isn't he?
Yeah, 2 constitutions.
Never mind, you are dying.
We're all dead.
We're all dead.
Everyone's dead. The only person who escapes is Jack.
Hold on.
Straight
I will roll and see a check if he ever has a baby in his entire life.
Let me finish the story.
This guy was such bullshit. Okay, yeah, I like the Shire campaign better.
I would have taken the talisman and sent back at him. So Jeffrey.
I feel like picking up the
I
talisman
think-
was what brainwashed anyone in the first place.
Yeah, we taking the deal to the beginning and be like, okay, here's your talisman. Brainwash.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll tell you what the different outcomes were after this.
Yeah, alright, please.
But your outcomes from this will affect future games.
Oh god, we really fucked the future games up.
It's a great start.
Jethro solidified his power within the town of Shire and expanded. Because they're Elvish, I'm guessing, so they're repressed.
They are Elvish, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Could have appealed to their better.
I guess I could have mentioned that partway through, but I just didn't.
Well, you did
Anyway.
mention like that they responded to Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their faces were covered, so it wasn't really obvious, but they did respond to Elvish.
Yeah, well.
Alright, so.
No one understands Elvish. I know Elvish.
If your shockwave had worked,
Yeah.
if so many different things happened.
If I didn't go for the chest. I'm shockwave. If I did the shockwave.
You return successfully to town Chai. Is there anything you would like to do?
Uh,
With the knowledge that you currently have.
Who, me? No, him.
Oh my god.
Fuck off.
I meant Lesser Tormund.
Yeah. I go back to the government house and mention the whereabouts of this group.
Okay, that's it?
I also go
leads?
back to the inn and try to hit on. They seem to have a very powerful. Seem to be very powerful. The guy's name was Jethro, and they probably killed all my friends. After that, I go to
acquaintances.
After that, I go back to the bar, hoping to find stout.
Alright, so you're
I
looking
need
for-
resolution.
Yeah.
Do they get together?
Alright, so you
I want
head
there to
the
be a new
inn
character that's
and
the
talk
child.
to Phil Stout.
Yo, there needs to be a
Please
character.
roll
at the end of
for
The next campaign is
engaging
20
with
years in
Phil
the
Stout.
future.
It's like your
Persuasion.
son.
I got 7.
Doesn't want to see you again.
Oh,
No.
I guess.
It didn't end well
I guess
for
Twitter
anyone.
is
Named
deserved.
Stout, like named after one of us.
I guess Twitter.
And it starts with like, Dad, what's my namesake?
Interesting enough, when you talk to Harry Shackles, he asks you if you've seen Donatello recently because he seems to be missing from the hospital.
He's possessed, isn't he?
He's not actually.
Well, you're gonna tell us the outcomes, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you the outcomes because this is a one shot and the games do change from time to time. So there's different outcomes. Like the outcomes aren't guaranteed or set in stone, but there are a few other things that I had written down that could have possibly happened, which involves you not dying.
We accept the deal.
So-
Okay, so I'm guessing this Donatello guy was possessed by this amulet.
Oh man, he was the
So first of
mastermind.
all, if you do successfully, if you did take the deal, as soon as you guys left the location, the person holding the artifact would have gotten possessed, but you wouldn't have been attacked by anyone else. It would have just been you versus the possessed people, the person. The only way to break the possession is to kill Jethro. So you probably, since you wouldn't have been in the dungeon anymore,
So
you
one of
probably
us
would
would have had
have.
to
You
die.
probably would have had to kill off the party member.
Yeah.
There's-
breaking the artifact.
there are ways of breaking the artifact, none of which are available to you.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
So you can't break the artifact. You'd have to kill Jethro.
Yeah.
If you killed him and took the artifact, it would not possess you. It would have been just fine with his dad.
What is the artifact? What would it have done had he been killed?
You would have needed be a much higher level
So
and
an
do
arcana.
Arcana on it to be able to
Figure that one out.
figure that one out. So you're not sure what it does, except that it's capable of causing possession. Detect magic will tell you that it's cursed. If you did kill him on his body, you would find in his jacket a slip of paper with some numbers, which aren't immediately obvious.
How hard was he to
A signature that reads Donatello Lafong. And on the back of list of items, including fine silks, a magical artifact, and 200 gold pieces. If you succeed in the survival check, you'd know that the numbers are coordinates, and you'd recognize that those coordinates are the site of the caravan attack.
That's creepy as shit.
There's a couple other things that could happen. If you talk to Donatello and he didn't get mad at you, and he didn't have any reason to suspect you of anything, he would have remained in town. And if you caught him as being guilty, you could have come back and you would have had the option when you talked to Harry, he would have asked your party what you wanted to do with him. You did not go to the hanging post, but the hanging post gives you the tip that Harry is very opposed to executions. And that would have affected your relationship with Harry, where you did say that you wanted him to be executed. You could have also imprisoned him or banished him. Instead, because you guys did give him some indicator of like he was suspicious of you guys.
Dress up, yeah.
He was suspicious to you guys, and he did lie to you. He said that the attack came from the north. It actually came from the east. He was in cahoots with the he helped plan the caravan attack. Him getting hit was a mistake and not intended. He fled the city, so he's not present.
Fair.
So if he didn't get hurt, would he have come back to the city? Or would he have stuck with these guys?
He would have came back to the city. He's a well-respected merchant, but he knew that Don Arbiter was carrying very important goods, including that specific magical artifact, and he wasn't involved.
So interrogating him and threatening him as a fake Italian man was the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
A fake Italian man.
You should have killed him. How
That
hard
was
was it
true
to
Italian,
kill Jethro? How hard was it to kill Jethro?
With an 8-player party, it probably would have been easy. With a 6-player party, it was definitely doable. It doesn't help that Jack left.
So with a 5-player party, is it impossible?
The fact that you guys kept rolling ones really didn't help.
Yeah.
No.
It was probably like a moderate difficulty fight. Like there was a chance you could get killed. It was probably like a 50-50 getting killed or not, depending on how you guys rolled and if you used strategy. So things that could have happened if you killed Jethro before the guards were coordinated and would attack together and plan together because they're working with Jethro. If you killed Jethro first, they'd freak out and scatter and not know what to do. And they'd attack wildly and they'd have disadvantage on their rolls.
If the thunder wave had hit for a decent amount of damage, would that just wiped everybody?
Possibly.
Damn.
Is Jethro that?
Jethro is a level 2 rogue.
How much health does he have?
16?
That's a lot of health, but
16 or 15?
16.
Oh.
60.
And he's got a scratch now. 15.
how much did lighting thing have? It was
2d8. So if you possibly.
you know what? It's possible that could have worked, but we kept getting the fucking
The shit rolls.
Yeah, you kept getting garbage rolls and I kept rolling high.
Lindsay, this happens every time I play with you.
Yeah, I actually rolled. I rolled more 20s than I told you I rolled, and I lied about them.
Really?
I rolled higher than I told you, and I lied about some of them to make the game fair.
Oh man, that's not fair.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess because you didn't change it because we lost 2 party members, did you? The difficulty was the same.
I did remove 2 of the guards you could have encountered.
In the entire game, only 2 guards left.
She took pity on
Yeah.
us. That's what's going on.
So so you modified it based on your rolls instead of based on.
Yeah, and the characters I removed were
Thank
specifically
you.
characters that weren't as valuable to the party.
Well,
Do
do
we
it,
keep
people.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Here's what it is.
Memories.
So we died, a horrible death, and we are completely dead. Completely dead.
No.
One
Does anyone have anyone else they want to say to the stream before we leave? Also, everyone,
Thank you for watching.
I should let you guys know.
You see him again.
I have an outro.
Use protection.
I do say thank you for joining us today. I hope to see you for the next game. This is D&D Warped, and this is Kyrie out. So everyone else, I want you to say your name, do this to the camera, and tell your whatever your
this?
name out. This, salute. So say.
I trust Donatello.
Worker out.
I'm
good.
I'm triggered.
I just
Zach, you're a letdown.
Yeah, I am.
You're a disappointment.
Game where you're
That's fine.
I'm not okay.
I lose all dice.
If you were to be PK.
Come on.